Welcome back, everyone, to the FSL Wild Rift Open 3. We're now here in the grand finals wherein two of the best teams remain. I'm Infinity and this Dash with me, and it is such an exciting moment for Wild Rift Open 3. The queens have been defeated, and new queens will be throned.
Yeah, definitely. And such amazing games for both of our teams a while ago. Grind Sky Ares versus Royal Ladies, the queens before Grind Sky Ares has been toppled and dethroned by Royal Ladies. And now, who is going to be taking the crown for themselves? It's TSUAHAH versus Royal Ladies. And this is such a great matchup, though. Look at this. Look at the brackets. The way they started this, it's 2-0s all over, man. It's 2-0s all over for both of these teams. And they didn't, it's not really, what can I say? It's strong teams too that they fought during the whole time. And that's why this is such a great feat for these teams. And now we're going to be seeing who's the best of the best for both of them.
To put it simply, both these teams right now in the grand finals between Royal Ladies and TSUAHAH has never lost a game or a series as of yet, coming here from the group stage. And it is such an exciting moment to see, like, what are the picks, what are the teams, what are the players. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to Ayapi as well for correcting the pronunciation of their teams. It's TSUAHAH that's coming in from the Philippines. That's formerly GGTY. And it's Royal Ladies that they're up against.
Yeah, remember, this team, TSUAHAH, was able to take down Grind Sky Ares 2 on a previous Wild Rift Open. So this is such a strong team against a strong team. The former team that took down Grind Sky Ares and the current team that took down Grind Sky Ares. So this is such a great historic moment for both of our teams, right? Because right now, they are the ones who are fighting at the top. And whoever gets it would be having their own queendom for themselves, and I'm excited to see how this all are gonna be developed during this game.
Yeah, and these teams are ready to play. These teams are ready to wreak havoc in the Rift, because right now we're jumping into the draft. The picks and bans are here, Dash, and it's such an amazing moment. We have Ziggs, we have a Shen ban coming in from TSUAHAH, and a Karma Camille coming in from Royal Ladies as their bans.
Okay, the classic bands that we're seeing, and we have seen most of these champions a while ago. The Camille, the Karma, the Olaf during the last game that we've seen, and this is the respect that they have for the Shen. Because a while ago we have seen this Shen. Imagine the Shen stand united together with the Gargoyle Enchant. That was so annoying to deal with a while ago. That's why Grind Sky Ares had the hard time taking kills against Royal Ladies. It's because of the Shen and also the Gargoyle Enchant together with it. It's such a strong buff to the Gargoyle Enchant, and that's why everybody is taking it now.
Not even described as strong anymore. It's considered as OP. Right? It
Right.
gives you like
Definitely.
30% of your maximum HP as shield for 40 seconds. And if there are
It
3
gets
or more
stronger
nearby
too.
enemies, they deal 40% less damage. Like, this is probably like one
gets
of the best
stronger.
enchants right now. It's broken.
Definitely. And it's only 500. I'd rather buy that than buy the Stasis Enchant. Because at least I will be surviving the same time as the time that I'd be using the Stasis Enchant. That's how crazy the Gargoyle Enchant is right now. And that's why everybody is picking it. Right now, Senna, I forgot to point that out. We haven't seen this during the past games. Senna still strong and the Nasus, imagine the Nasus right now with the Gargoyle Enchant in the bot lane. Crazy too.
Yeah, NASA Senna is still a duo that you need to be afraid of. A really strong pick, especially in the Icons Global as well. It has been picked a couple of times in the Rift. 70 bans, 29 picks. It's like 62% win rate in the Icons. And now it's being picked here in the FSL Wild Rift Open 3. It's still on the meta. And when it comes to the late game, it's really, really strong. But proceeding into the next picks here, you have Kha'Zix for Royal Ladies and TSUAHAH picking up Wukong, a really strong jungler as well.
I haven't seen that since a while ago, but they picked the Zed instead. So Royal Ladies could ban the Wukong. They've shown their card a while ago now. So with this at least, what I like about the Zed is that Zed on the hands of a master is so strong. And it's scary to deal with. Even with any hull breaker champions that you have against a Zed would still have a hard time. The amount of priority that a Zed gets when you have a Senna, when you have a Kha'Zix, this is the reason why they picked it for themselves.
Or think about this. What if TSUAHAH is just doing a double bluff here. They're showing up a Wukong and they're saying, Roy ladies, ban it away because we have something else prepared up against Kazakhs.
I think there's a Lee Sin. So that's why they have something prepared just in case they ban the Wukong anyway. So at least that could be good for their side. So they're still thinking at that angle, but I'm looking at...
There
wait,
it is.
they really went in
They
for
really
your
did it!
call? What? What? So the Lee Sin would come out. I think the Lee Sin would come out from this game, for sure. Just because they need to counter or at least have someone as equally strong as the Kazakhs would be.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the debates over the past few months between Kazakhs and
Yeah.
Lee Sin, because even locally in WCS Philippines, we've seen both these specific champions in the jungle have so much of a high success rate and also high pick rates. So this could be an option for TSUAHAH to pick up.
Yeah.
But I hear your excitement in your voice. You see a Yuumi, and I see it too.
Yeah, we don't usually see a Yumi a lot because usually it's banned. But now we have a Yumi in this game, and it's pretty scary whenever you have a Yumi and you have a lot of champions right there was almost AD. Remember, they have a Zed and Renekton onto their side. So if this is a Zed Renekton, I was expecting them to go full AD on their composition. But they have a Yumi, they have a Corki. That's enough AP damage for their side.
Oh, an Echo Jungle could be an option as well if they want to go for that damage instead. We'll see how this would turn out though. But looking at Roy Ladies' draft, I think they're going all in for utilities, for team fighting, because Senna Nasus in the bottom lane already shouts utilities.
Yeah. Okay. With this, I think Chihuahua is gonna be ready for this. Go for okay, that's surprising for me. They went in for the Rengar against the Kazakhs. I mean, the Rengar does have an early game advantage against the Kazakhs, but what I really am not sure about the Rengar is the late game power of it. Because honestly, the Rengar has a hard time getting into the late game just because after losing the thrill of the hunt, there's not really a lot of ways to get into the fight after it. So that's why Rengar becomes an easy target. But still, if they get the early game, this could snowball in their favor.
Yeah, and now I'm curious, Dash, because I remember a Kazakhs and a Rengar having a specific interaction in the Rift.
Yeah,
So I'm
and
excited to
remember
see
that.
it.
Yeah, exciting to see it actually. If we ever get into that point though, but I remember what we call this: the Rengar and the Yumi. It's the
Oh,
Meow
yeah.
Meow connection. We have
Meow
it
Meow,
in this
yeah.
game, and really exciting to see if how this will turn out in their favor. Because remember, the thrill of the hunt together with the Yumi is also invisible, and after she uses the final chapter together with the thrill of the hunt, that's a for sure hold. That's why it's a really strong combo.
Yeah, it's a very linear strategy that you can do. Like Yumi just sticks
Yeah.
with Rengar. Rengar is going to be really strong with the added adaptive bonus with the Yumi. And also, if Rengar jumps in, you have the Lost Chapter immediately that you can use into that team fight. So it's all of a sudden, it's going to be disruptful up against Roy Ladies. And that I think would be the option for Chua to be able to go on top of Roy Ladies in this game one.
Really exciting though, if ever how this would develop for Chihuahua, because as we said a while ago, they both had a hand on taking down Grind Sky Eris. So this is gonna be a big challenge for both of them. A while ago, it's such a great fight, even though it's a 2-0 for the hands of Roy Ladies, it was still a close game. So I hope we see that again today, because right now we're on a best of 3. So there is a lot more room to wiggle for you in a best of 5 compared to a best of 3. So that's why they can go for it. If ever they lose this, they still have a chance on the next 3 games, which is great.
Yeah, a lot of exciting moments, a lot of exciting stuff here. Prepare for game number 1 to expect from both these teams as we are now here in the Rift. The first seed from Group E, Roy Ladies, versus the first seed from Group B, Chua.
Yeah, I hope that this is... Looking at how the junglers are gonna go, with the Rengar and the Kazakhs, the early game would be anyone's game. Honestly, this would be anyone's game in the early game. Whoever gets the first jump. I think, yes, 9605 would have the early game advantage in her favor. Because, you know, isolation on a 1v1 is great, but if it's a full-on fight onto the objective, I think Zen has the advantage there. So that is what they want to look at here for the side of Chihuahua, because they want to go for this insanely easy to look at fight, because remember, they have the Zed, they have the Renekton, So what they want to go for is pick one. Take one down, then let's go for the others.
Oh, look at this 1v1 fight though. Zanisha is very low. You have Rengar just on the horizon, ready to push in. But I like how you mentioned about the Kha'Zix and Rengar, because there is a condition for Rengar.
Ooh.
That 5-stack passive for the 25% increased bonus damage.
Yeah, I think they want to go for a fight.
Yeah, John Easy coming through. The stunts is there. Now Darius just has to go back away.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought they were gonna go for Infinity. I was surprised. I thought they were gonna go for a full-on fight there, but because, as I said a while ago, there's not a lot of options for a Rengar to go in, and that's why it's really hard to go in, even if there's a low HP member there, if there are no brushes.
Yeah, look at the prio from TSUAHAH though. Lane prio from mid lane, lane prio from top lane, and that is such a huge importance when it comes to TSUAHAH.
Yeah. Really looking at how they are going to approach this next fight. Because a while ago, we have seen the Diana in action, right? On a 5v5 fight, if she doesn't really have a lot of AP, if she's going to be building a lot of booster items, she's not going to be dealing a lot of damage with that move. So we're going to be expecting her to go for full damage because they need someone who has big damage. Yes, they have the Kha'Zix, but there's also a condition, like what you said. The target needs to be isolated for it to be strong. But still, with the Senna Nasus bot lane, you need someone to take on the helm of damage.
Yeah. So, expect it. So, for the viewers watching at home right now, Den, look at Den. 10 minutes into the matchup, if she is able to stack that 5 passive, it's going to be a good time for TSUAHAH. And for the side of Royal Ladies, we need to look at the late game because Senna and Nasus infinite scaling champion, and they will be really strong towards that latter part of this match.
Okay, Ignite has been popping, the barrier also has been popping the mid lane. It's a good thing that the dragons are not going to come up just yet. And with this incoming fight, this could be a chance for the junglers to go for the mid lane because they don't have the secondary spells.
But instead, Dan is looking for the top lane already with the Krill of the Hunt ready to come through, but an easy flash away from Darius. She doesn't want to fight against Dan and John Easy in the same lane.
Okay, but the timing of that flash, she wouldn't have any flashes for that next fight, for the dragon fight. So this is at least a good win for TSUAHAH for the long-term goals for TSUAHAH is what they are gunning for here. Even if they don't translate into any kills, as long as they burn some spells for the big fights, that is enough.
Long-term goals? Are we talking about New Year's resolution?
Nah, relationships, nah.
Relationship?
I'm just joking, but let's take a look at the game, Infinity. I mean, it's an exciting game, right?
Yeah, definitely. Now, Dan jumping through. It's Darius, but Kha'Zix is there as well. It's a 2v2. Dan is also half HP. 96. XO5 will live through that. The red buff is kicking her damage down. Not going to be enough, though.
Yeah. I thought that could be enough for them to get the kill there, but the Ignite has been burned onto the side of John Easy. And what are they gonna do? Because if the Flash hasn't been burned by 9605, they still have a lot of options for this next Drake fight. Yes, it's a Mountain Drake, and it's a very much needed for the composition of Royal Ladies. Because remember, if Yin gets a lot of those stacks for the resistances, she would be the tankiest ever in this game for the side of Royal Ladies. Now they're going for a fight.
Yeah, Roggy coming through with the ultimate, actually getting a kill. First blood ready for TSUAHAH. Mountain Dragon is ready, available for them to take. But there you go, you have Yin just jumping through, getting that vision down. Darius is on the sidelines as well. The Exhaust is there, the stun coming through, coming from John Easy. And now it's going to be Darius just dead on the horizon. And now it's Yin to follow up. He's pinned down. That's going to be the stun. That's going to be the root. But then is going to back away. They're happy with that 2 kills from that fight.
Yeah, this is what we said a while ago, right, Infinity? On a 5v5 fight, that is when the Rengar shines compared to a Kha'Zix. The Kha'Zix, 9605 wasn't even able to touch anyone during that fight because she wouldn't be able to goes in. She's gonna be taken down for sure. That's why she's playing it safe during that time and then just went crazy during that fight. And now without the package, I think this is a chance for Royal Ladies to make sure that they could contest for this Mountain Drake. But we don't have any fish on the referral, so that's gonna be a free take for TSUAHAH.
Not anymore though. Nasus is going to have that face check. Sees on Den. But Den has just to go back
That's
away,
great.
but Corki and Yumi is just on there, waiting for them to go through. Kanan Kendi is very, very low. But Senna's shadow missed.
Survive.
Able to go back away. The Mountain Dragon is gonna be taken down by Roy Ladies with a trade on a kill for TSUAHAH.
Good timing for Roy Ladies. They took the Drake. Even though the Night's Soulfly got lost in the fray after that, it's still okay. They're gonna be taking down the mid lane turret. They still have the Rift Herald on the rise, and they're gonna go for a fight.
Yeah, 2 passives already for Dan, so that's 10% damage increase when it comes to the damage up against Roy Ladies. But TSUAHAH knows that they're already happy with an objective, so they're gonna go back away. 2 turrets already in favor of them.
Ooh, TSUAHAH, even though they didn't take any objective in their hands, they're taking another objective, which are the towers. So Nisha going for a fight.
Yeah, it's a 1v1. Ruggy catching up. It's a lot of damage coming through, but Zanisha forcing out a barrier and the flash is very, very sustainable and mobile to go back away.
It's interesting that TSUAHAH is not getting any priority for this Rift Herald. I thought that they're the ones who are going to take this, but because of that point of Balaka that I said, without the thrill of the hunt, they can't really walk through or walk to this Rift Herald. So that's going to be taken by Royal Ladies.
Yeah, but does it really matter? They got 2 turrets already. They got the mid lane, they got the top lane. So I think TSUAHAH is thinking,
bot
you
lane.
can have the Rift Herald because we already got the Tower for his blood. We already got the gold that we need, and now we're up ahead.
Yeah, super ahead. But the tower in the bot lane is ticking. And Roji still has the Living Shadow, but they are not going to be committing on that fight in the bottom lane. But Jones is going to be going for the top side.
Definitely going for the stun. Dominus is already popped off. Dan jumping over the wall. It's Yin pinned down under the turret. That's going to be the kill for TSUAHAH.
Look at this, right? They're not taking any objectives, but they're taking kills. So it's okay. It doesn't really matter if they're not taking any objectives. If they're not losing any towers because of it, it's still okay because at least they have priority to take some kills for themselves, and that's what TSUAHAH is looking at.
Dash, hear me out.
Yeah.
Why do you farm jungles and lane when you can farm champions?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
5 head.
That's what it is. Yeah, big brain. Oh, Roji.
Not gonna be enough though. Even the ignite not gonna burn down Zanisha's
Yes,
HP.
definitely.
Definitely could be that
Yeah.
pursuant to get that kill onto Zanisha,
think
but
she is.
now Zanisha is going to contest, going through. Zed's HP is very low in the bottom lane. Raji already used the ultimate, the Death Tempest. Not enough though.
Yeah. That mark didn't really pop off because she wasn't able to deal any damage against Zanisha at that last part. But what? Cotton Candy just took that tower like a champ. And now with that tower down, gonna be good. Den does have the thrill of the hunt, so they can go to the bot lane.
Senna's in danger.
Meow
Doesn't
meow.
know there are 3 people looking to kill him. Now she's going through. Lost chapter already there. The root's coming out. The ultimate's not even popped off for Cotton Candy. Another kill for TSUAHAH.
Doesn't even need it. Because honestly, Cotton Candy knew that she's gonna die, but because she used the flash, that could have been really great for them. But because there's a brush there, Den knew that she would be able to take the kill. And another town, another one bites the dust for the side of TSUAHAH.
Amazing stuff here from TSUAHAH. Already 3 turrets in their favor with a 3k gold lead. A lot of trees here in this game number 1.
Yeah, they've been taking a lot of this win. I like that they've been taking a lot of this wins on the side of TSUAHAH. They've been taking a lot of the towers down. Even if they don't take any of those Drakes, those Rift Heralds, it's still okay. They even are waiting for the package. They're not wasting it for any kills. Ken is just here and not picking up the package because they're waiting for the next objectives. Yes, you take the first objectives, but the next ones are going to be ours. And that's what TSUAHAH is looking at here.
Yeah, that's much more clever because if Ken uses the package now, it's going to expire on the Infernal Drake, on the Rift Herald. It's not going to be as worth if you wait for it. But now, it's Rogi coming on top lane, going for the Death Tempest onto Darius, just jumping all around. Dan coming in for the quick response. Ken coming through
the
with the
hold!
Valkyrie, getting that kill over the wall.
Great hold, great use of the timings of the thrill of the hunt too. And because of that, Rift Herald has been popped in the mid lane. They needed to react somewhere. But are they going to be able to take the tower here in the mid lane? Because there's still someone defending this. And the timing for Den is good. So they're not going to be taking that tower. That's just a Rift Herald wasted for them.
Are really soon as we're seeing the reptile coming up in 26 seconds. So might just be a forced out for Royal Ladies that they need to use it immediately onto the mid lane. He's getting a lot of disadvantage to have that map control, but now it's Ken just jumping in, going for the Valkyrie with a flash in, kills on Darius. Now Yin gets a Tempest damage. Zed coming in, not gonna be enough though to take that kill. In 1 HP left.
What? That could have been a kill, but now because of that, the timing's just right for Roy Ladies. They're taking the Infernal Drake. They have something in their eyes, and that is the Drakes in their favor. And because of this, yes, they're taking some kills, but in the long run, I think it's gonna be good for TSUAHAH, or rather for Roy Ladies. Look at this.
Then Janisha, then coming through with the root, but a follow-up with a response coming from center roots on Den. John Easy is there. The package is already used by Corky with the Lost Chapter. Not gonna go in for the root. Cotton Candy is very low. She's dead. And now to follow-up, 9605 jumps over the wall onto the tier 2 turret. Gonna be a 2 kill though for TSUAHAH.
They're always taking something out of nothing from the side of TSUAHAH. Even though they don't get anything, they get something in the form of a kill. And that's what's great about TSUAHAH. They have been farming a lot of gold just because of those skills and not even taking any of those objectives. They don't even have a care for those objectives now. Top side though.
Hello, Zed is coming in, but that Tempest, they know that Kha'Zix is just going around, especially with the ward there on the blue buff. So good back away from Rogi.
Yeah, Gargoyle Enchant is just too strong. And honestly, against a Zed too. Because if you pop the Gargoyle Enchant with the shield, you're not going to be stacking up on that damage in a way that that mark makes it stronger. And yeah, it's just super hard for Rogi to be able to take the skills unless she gets the Cyrilda's Grudge later.
Yeah. What's the skin though from Den? Really nice skin.
Definitely. My favorite skin for Rengar, to be honest. Or rather, I think it's the kitty cat Rengar or the meow meow Rengar. I think that's better.
Right now, TSUAHAH is starting off the Baron Nashor. Royal Ladies has the info as they face check. But it's too difficult. They don't have any information on the other members. Renekton shows up. Zed is just hiding over the hill. That Scuttle is actually huge for Royal Ladies. Huge info.
Yeah. They've held their ground. I like what I'm seeing from TSUAHAH here, that they're just playing it safe, not playing anything aggressively. I think they're playing it so safe in the point that they didn't get any of those objectives, but it's still okay because they're translating it into kills, into tower takedowns. But 9605!
Oh, really huge coming from Kha'Zix. Moonfall to follow up to get in on the middle of the fight. Kha'Zix has to go back because he's 1
so
HP.
tanky.
And now Ken is in the back lines with Yuumi on her shoulders. A lot of sustain. Triple kill for TSUAHAH. Now to follow up, Darius has to flash away. Yuumi goes in with a poke, and that will be the 4 kill for TSUAHAH.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we don't take any early objectives. We're just gonna be taking this Baron, and without any contest of doubt, because we won every fight. We know we're strong, but look at this. Darius.
She has her ultimate, but it's not gonna be enough.
No.
They canceled it. The sustain is massive.
Is that enough?
That's going to be the ace for TSUAHAH.
They can still take it. They can take it. Yes, they are. They should. Okay, that's fine. Okay, they're gonna be taking this Baron because they were able to get the ace. They have a lot of time to take this, but their time is ticking. Their healths are ticking, and this is gonna be bad if they take 5 seconds more. It's a good thing they were able to get it.
I was scared from that Baron take. Everyone's 1 HP, but surprisingly enough, they have the Yuumi for more sustain. They have Renekton, they have Rengar that can self-sustain. So regardless, it's really just TSUAHAH getting that Baron Nashor. But so far, as we're seeing right now, Royal Ladies have 2 Drakes, but on a 5k gold deficit.
Great wins, great fights. I like what I'm seeing from TSUAHAH. Yes, they're not taking any objectives, but no, that's not a problem. We're going to be taking a lot of kills. That's 14 kills down in their favor. And with this, they can translate that into more towers because they have the Baron already. So this would just be side lanes per side lanes for their solo laners.
Yeah, look at the patience of Ken. And look at the patience of the other members as well. She's not going in for a full-on fight because she knows that's 3 members. So everyone's just split pushing. It's a 1-3-1 composition that they're doing right now with the Baron Nashor utilization.
Ooh, Den. Exhaust.
Ken coming in though. That's a quick response coming through. Then jumping right back in with the Trail of the Hunt. That's already dead with Senna getting it for the ultimate. His TPs are now coming up.
So
Rogi's
tanky.
jumping into the backside. Conan Candy with a Death Tempest coming in from Zed.
Rogi!
That's a kill.
Wow!
Rogi just gets it done. But Tanisha is very low as well. Rogi coming through with the shadows.
Oh, no,
but
Rogi.
Kha'Zix, but a counter engage. She's gonna
Oh,
get the
no.
double kill. And now Ken is in danger. Yumi's
It's a
not gonna
turn.
be able to hold on. With Darius with the ultimate.
That's an ace.
Two dons. An ace for Roy.
Great ace, and now the Ocean Drake is in their eyes. Roy Ladies with this patience game again. Just like our last series that we've seen from them, they're just waiting for the right time to bounce back. And a while ago, it was a 5k gold lead. They had the Baron 2 on the side of TSUAHAH, but they weren't able to translate that into any towers. So Roy Ladies got 5 kills, and they got the Drake together with it. Now, 3 stack Drakes. This is gonna be dangerous for TSUAHAH.
Yeah, and I think Royal Ladies is like having the advantage when they are at a disadvantage. It's crazy. It's
Every
ironic, and it's just
They're
not
like
matching up,
berserkers.
but they're making it happen.
They're like berserkers, in where as long as their HP goes down, they get stronger, and that's where they like power up the Super Saiyan powers, and that's why, oh man, Roy Ladies have been a menace to deal with. They always sustain for the longest time, and when it comes down to those objectives that are pretty important, the last objectives, they're gonna be taking their chances there, and most of the time they win. And right now, it's looking like the same thing.
Yeah, and look at the kill standing. 616. A while ago, it was a 5k gold deficit. Now it's pretty much even level playing field, with Royal Ladies having 3 dragon buffs. So there's... I just can't fathom looking at how Royal Ladies play.
Yeah. It's like they're always... This is like... How can I say it? It's like they're playing a different meta, in where they always just go for the objectives. They always just look at one thing, and they fight at the last moment in where they know that they're gonna win.
Yeah.
That's a really smart way to play.
And this could be also inferred coming in from the draft of Royal Lady as well, right? Because they have like super late game composition, wherein they have Senna, they have Nasus that scales in the late game, which I think also helps them a lot. But now, Kha'Zix jumping through, Zed
damage!
used to jump the
What?
Death Tempest to just go back away, but it's not gonna be enough. It's Royal Ladies taking down Rogi, melts
Oh,
her
no!
down. And now it's Ken. He has to use the Valkyrie, the package, to go back. Moonfall already there, catching up. Ken is very low. Stasis
Shadow.
Enchant already burned.
Ken
Zanisha
is
is there on
dead.
the front lines. Ken is
Whoa!
down. It's now Den and Yumi, the ones left on top lane, with John Easy pushing in mid.
They need to recall, and someone needs to take the Baron. Okay, that's great. Royal Ladies are now recalling with someone onto defend duty in the mid lane, but this is just so fast. Look at how fast they take this Drake. And Dan wants to go in with the thrill of the hunt. Might be able to steal?
No way.
Oh,
She's not gonna be able to do that, but a good try from TSUAHAH. Dan's gonna get killed though. The huge risk coming through with Royal Ladies taking the Baron Nashor and killing 2-3 members of TSUAHAH.
This is what we were saying a while ago. The Drakes are stacking in favor of Royal Ladies, and that's why right now it's looking pretty great in their favor, because look at that. The amount of sustain, amount of damage, and resistances that they have is just coupled on top of each other. And that's why TSUAHAH is having a hard time finishing them off, because remember, almost every member also has Gargoyle Enchant. How are you gonna kill anyone from that team?
Oh yeah, like it's like a Locket Enchant, but
Yeah.
for an individual person.
For one person.
That's broken.
That's stacked on the amount of shield on 5 people is the amount of shield on one person. That's
yeah.
that's the Gargoyle Engine.
That's crazy. But right now, John Easy with Yumi going into the front lines, trying to defend against 3 members of Royal Ladies, pushing in tier 2. And now John Easy having to use the flash forward to go back away, then jumping in.
They got the Elder.
They got it down. TPs are coming
no.
up. But
Oh.
then John Easy's dead.
The
Yami's dead.
lasers.
Ken is down. Then is coming
The
through for the
lasers.
defense. But then it's Royal Ladies punishing TSUAHAH. And this game
man.
1 is in the bag as Royal Ladies strikes first in the finals.
Oh man, it's like a deja vu moment again, Infinity. It's the same moment that we've seen since a while ago, since the last series from Royal Ladies. They find the timing, they find the right place at the right time. That is where they take the fight. After they take a fight, they take a big win. An ace? an objective, a tower, anything. They take something out of them on the moment that they least are gonna expect it. And that is what Roy Ladies did. They became patient again. They waited for the right time. Chuaa wasn't expecting that they're gonna get aced. And when they got aced, that is when Roy Ladies turned the tides around again for the third time today.
Yeah, it's just Roy Ladies has so much miracles. Like with 1 HP from the Grind Sky matches, and now they're able to turn around consistently each and every single series that they are up against. And we're talking about the grand finals here in FSL Wildrift Open. And now
Yeah.
Chihuahua has to think, what do we have to do in game number 2, game number 3? Think about the draft, think about the picks, and think about the rotations that they need to do to match up Roy Ladies.
Honestly, their draft was great. I was expecting something different from Chihuahua on their last pick, on the last two picks that they had. I thought that they're gonna go for something more of a safety pick because they have the pick composition already. If that was a Lee Sin, if that was someone who can help out on the pick, on the picks that they have, or at least would be able to secure an objective faster than what a Rengar could do, that could have been better. But their composition was great already. They just need to tone it up onto the last two picks on their side. But still, it was such a great fight. Again, Roy Ladies, patience is the key for this team.
Yeah, just absolutely amazing. It's a Philippine region up against a Vietnam region between Choaa and Roy Ladies, the undefeated team so far. But we're going to get to see and experience game number 2 later on after this short break. So don't go away because exciting grand finals is up ahead. Welcome back, everyone, to the FSL Wildrift Open 3 grand finals between the comeback queens and Chuaa. Both these teams were undefeated prior to the grand finals, but now it is the undefeated queens that remain so far here. That was
Yeah.
so much of an obnoxious team to fight against. 4 comebacks in a row,
yeah.
Dash.
Yeah, it's still honestly it's still a hard thing to do, to go for comebacks. The patience that you need to have for you to lose the early game against the other team, but they always keep the gold gap as close as they could be, at least in a way that they can still follow up if ever they get a big turn of events in their favor. And that's why Roy Ladies have been winning a lot of these battles just because of it. But still, Chihuahua, they have shown us how strong they are in the early to mid game. I hope that they would be able to follow that up on this next game, because honestly, they have great synergies with each other. It's just that they weren't able to translate any objectives on their side on the early parts of the game.
So yeah, now I'm thinking about like the early game, right? Because we've seen so far, even in the prior series, on how Royal Ladies defeated the Queens of Wild Rift, um, towards the late game. Always towards
Yeah.
taking the Elder Dragon, towards taking the Baron Nashor. They switch
Yeah.
things around. So now I'm
Yeah.
thinking if Chuaa can defeat Royal Ladies to fully go in the early game, go in with the
Honest,
Lee
yeah.
Sin, going with this
Mhm.
early game compositions.
Yeah. Honestly, if they do that, I won't be surprised. Honestly, if Chihuahua just go in for that aggressive early game champions like an Olaf 2, if ever you have that Olaf in your hands, that could be something that could be used by Chihuahua in order for them to take the objectives better compared to what a Rengar could offer for them. And that's what I'm expecting for this team to go in a range. Because a while ago, they had a pretty great lineup already. It's just that they needed that extra early game pressure from their side.
So we'll see if your expectations are met because right now the draft is ready. Game number 2 on the horizon. It's Chuaa versus Roy Ladies, with the blue side being Chuaa and red side will be the comeback queens. Ziggs, Shen, Kha'Zix, Camille, Karma, Yumi banned away.
Yeah, Senna is still up because of that first pick. I'm really surprised though, right? That not a lot of people have been picking Jace for the first pick, because Jace has been left open for a lot of times already, and Jace has seen a lot of priority in icons, but now we haven't been seeing it from both of our teams.
Yeah, but remember, Lucian from yesterday's matchup, Choaa using this, Ken using this specific champion is broken. She did not die all throughout a single matchup, and the
Ooh.
KDA at the end, it's like 12-1-2 or something. Lucian on Ken's hand is crazy insane. So expect a lot of things coming in from Ken on this game too. For Roy Ladies though, we have a Lulu first pick from this team.
Interesting. That Lulu first pick just says a lot about what they want to do here. It's like they want, because of this enchanter, they can get a great ADC on their hands. A Corki, a Vayne maybe, a Kaisa.
A
Okay,
Kaisa.
that's close. Okay, Royal Ladies went in for a Kaisa, and that just says a lot because of the Lulu pick a while ago. But this, because of the flexibility of the picks from TSUAHAH, they can still go anywhere. But Royal Ladies, they already have a Dragon Lane. That just makes the draft predictable. But is Royal Ladies predictable anytime? Because honestly, they got a lot of comebacks already.
What if it's a Kaisa mid lane? No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
That's not gonna happen. But
But
okay,
right now, you have the second pick and the third pick coming up for TSUAHAH with Lee Sin going to be a priority here, going to the side of TSUAHAH for Den, and Rakan potentially a pickup for them as well. A really strong team fight player and a champion.
yeah. I hope that this is honestly with the Garen pick. If this is gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be a Garen pick. Yes, they pinpointed their lanes already at the side of Royal Ladies, but if this is gonna be a comfort pick, honestly, if this are comfort picks, that just says a lot about what they want to do. They want the Garen, they want something in front again because they know that this Kaisa would be the one delivering. Cotton Candy has been delivering a lot of damage since the last games. So what they need more for Royal Ladies is someone to again tank CC. That is very much needed for this team at this point.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Roy right now. Roy 1996 x 2005 because what will the jungle be? As we've seen in the series prior, 9605 has been carrying the team quite significantly, and that champion is still missing for this team. So I think TSUAHAH could prioritize in banning away these high priority jungle champions, as we've seen already right now going on with Fiora, Olaf, Kha'Zix banned away and removed from the champion pool.
Yeah. So they have the Ari, they have the CC, they have one CC, and that's one single target CC, and that's what I'm afraid of. If Royal Ladies would need something else, they need something to help them out with more. If that's gonna be a Jarvan, I would be okay with it. Yeah, the Wukong would be nice, a nice touch for Royal Ladies, but TSUAHAH, they have a lot of things. They have a lot of going in. They have the Rakan together with the Singe. It's like the same thing that Royal Ladies did game 1 against Grind Sky Ares. They have a lot of aggression. This is great.
Ooh, we're seeing the Zed again to be that last pick, but Evelyn is
What?
dead! No way!
Since when did we see an Evelyn in a competitive game? Honestly, I think this is like the second time that I've seen an Evelyn in this at this point. An Echo could have been great because Long uses Echo a lot, but Evelyn?
No shot. We're going to see an Evelyn in a grand finals here at FSL Water Open 3, and it's an exciting moment for the grand finals. And you know what? This couldn't be possible without our partners, Intel and Yahoo. Thank you very much for sponsoring this tournament. FSL Wild Open 3 Grand Finals will not be happening without you guys, so thank you very much. But now, Dash, we're now locked in onto the draft. Any expectations here? We're seeing something new in Game 2.
Definitely. Honestly, it's definitely something newer than you, if that could be possible. Because in Evelyn, you don't usually see this a lot. And also because of the control ward being available in the game, Evelyn's effectiveness just dwindled down a little bit more. Just because it's easier to see her because of the control wards. But now, with this, the confidence of 9605, I'm not doubting the skill from this person. She's really good at what she does. And I think the angle here for her is, because you took my Lee Sin, I know how to counter it. And this is what I have in mind.
Yeah, and you know what's missing here? KDA Ari. I got nothing from that.
Right,
KDA Evelyn, KDA Kaisa, KDA Ari. No, nothing.
I mean, you know, if that was a 5-man KDA, it could have been great. But no, it's not a 5-man KDA.
What do you mean?
But okay, we have 3 people. We have 3 people in the KDA group, so at least. Yeah, if that was an Akali and someone else, a Seraphine, yeah, I'll be okay with that. But I mean,
A
I'll take
KDA
it. I'll take it.
5-man.
Envy. I'll take it. Envy. I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. But right now, we're here in game number 2 for the grand finals for FSL Wild Open
This
2.
is
And
the
then
problem.
he's going for the jungle invade. They're going
This
through.
is the
That's a
problem.
knockoff coming in from Rakan. Grand entrance is
She
in.
got
but
it!
Evelyn gets the red buff, so that's huge
got
coming from
it!
Royal Ladies. Ayapi
Oh
very
no,
low.
they're
One
gonna
more hit
lose!
coming from the Garen could take her down. Then has to use the flash away. John Easy as
John
well,
Easy.
but it's 9605 following through with a double kill for Royal Ladies.
Okay, here's the thing. The reason why they lost that fight is because they weren't able to take the red buff. They had a level 2 Evelyn, and that is a pretty great power spike for an Evelyn at this point in the game, in where she can just spam out and she can chase you in, and that was enough. Because of this, Den is now gout. She doesn't have the amount of clear that an Evelyn has in the early game. Evelyn has big clears. Even though that we usually don't see an Evelyn, Evelyn has big clears. And she's just gonna rake through all those jungle just because of that advantage a while ago.
Yeah, and look at that. Evelyn is going in for the team potentially after the scuttle, and Dan is on a level gap as you have stated. So a really, really difficult time for TSUAHAH at the moment. And I think they are thinking the same thing that we did pre-game, pre-draft. Like they were
Yeah.
thinking of going for the early aggression to punish 9605 because a red buff is really significant. So if TSUAHAH got that, they were at an advantage up against Royal Ladies.
Definitely.
But unfortunately, they weren't able to do that.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a level 2 Lee Sin, but because the Lee Sin was just level 1, she wasn't able to do anything. And that's why, really unfortunate for TSUAHAH. They had a great plan in mind because they know that Evelyn has a weak level 1, but because they failed at it, this is just gonna snowball in favor of 9605.
So right now, having that said, with a huge disadvantage right now for TSUAHAH, paint me a picture here, Dash. What do you expect coming into 5 minutes and onward for this game?
Level 5 Evelyn. She's just gonna be ganking everywhere, especially the bot lane is gonna be a big priority for an Evelyn, and now they're gonna go for it.
Grand entrance coming in for the Rakan. Pixie is there. Actually, polymorph. Ayapi, she has to go back away. The smite is there, but the ultimate gets the kill. What a massive play from 9605. But Rogi
Rogi.
comes through for the quick response. Cotton Kenny is down with Rogi just jumping over the wall. Now Yin will be next. However, Lulu
Wait.
just smashed her down.
What's happening?
That will be an equal 1-for-1.
Great 1-for-1, and they were able to take 1 kill already, and still Royal Ladies got the advantage. That is almost a 2-for-1 because they got the kill onto Ayapi a while ago, and Royal Ladies still. This is what I'm saying a while ago, right, Infinity? Because they got the advantage in the early game. This would just go well in favor of an Evelyn. Evelyn doesn't have the greatest of the early games, but after she gets to level 9, level 10, and where she has her second item, that is when she pops off. But right now, it's just accelerating her power spikes, and that's just going good for Royal Ladies.
Yeah, I mean, Royal Ladies makes impossible possible. It's 4 series now that they do that. So, Evelyn, not strong that early game? I don't think so. That's Royal Ladies we're talking about.
I bet you they're gonna pull out a Teemo on game 3.
know.
if that's the most unexpected that you can see from from this team.
Right.
I can see it happening.
I mean, that's an option for them if they want to. But right now, Evelyn and Garen prioritizing the top lane. The charm is ready. They're
did he
going
kill?
in.
Oh,
So it
didn't
might
get the
just be the
charm?
charm, but it's cancelled. Now John Easy is very low. The
Yes,
flash is
flash?
there for Evelyn,
No
but
way!
2 overextended with the Dragon's Rage from Dan. They turn it back around with a double.
That's too aggressive. That could have been a signal to go away when John Easy used the flash and the ignite already. That could have been a signal to go and just use the ultimate, but she wasn't able to use it, and that's why they got punished and they got 2 kills out of that. That just cemented, or rather took off. That just crossed off the advantage a while ago.
Yeah, amazing stuff coming in from TSUAHAH. A while ago, they were at a huge deficit, and now those 2 kills, this might just be the response that they were looking for. Now Dan could evenly match up against Evelyn just from those kills. And now I don't think
Yeah.
we could expect like a huge dominant snowball from Royal Ladies now that we're here.
Yeah, Agnes Embrace is still up for 9605, but still have a lot of things to go for, but they don't have any flashes from the Garen and also the Evelyn, so this is gonna go good for TSUAHAH. They can make use of their flashes in this next fight.
Yeah, the Sonic Blade already there. We started for the Mountain Dragon for Lee Sin. Evelyn is just around the corner though. Royal Ladies could just jump in any time. Ari on the flank. Ayapi is ready to go. Evelyn just showed up. Ayapi's
the
going for the
damage?
grand entrance as a 4-man knockup. And now it's going to be Lee Sin
Backline?
very low. Cotton Kenny jumping in with a killer instant.
They're
Followed up
super
with
low.
Dari coming into the front line. A lot of damage coming in. And
Oh,
now Rogi's just
no.
going to get slain. And Roy Ladies switched it up around, getting them out the Drake.
Should have been a great start for Ayapi. She was able to get a grand entrance to the backline to the quickness, but because nobody followed up together with her, they weren't able to capitalize on that knock-up, and that's why it just went in favor of the side of Roy Ladies. They had a lot of AoE damage, remember? They had the Agonist Embrace, they had the Demolition Justice. They can and they will execute anyone that they see, and that they did.
Absolutely fantastic. As you stated, it's an unfortunate scenario for TSUAHAH, but right now the Rift Herald will be the next objective that they need to trade off. If they give it up to Royal Ladies, they're gonna lose a lot of gold, but in the process, it's Rogi just pushing bot lane because they know they couldn't contest. It's easy for the Rift Herald.
Yeah, good, smart play.
Oh, the
This is
ward.
what they need to do. But the Ari,
Yeah, he's going for the 2v1s. Inisha is very
No
low.
ults?
Yapi going through with Lucia with the flash. That's a secure kill. But Roy Ladies on the opposite side of the map, they're pushing mid lane.
yeah, pushing the mid lane. Bot lane's gonna go down too. Roy Ladies really knows what to prioritize. They prioritize the mid lane because that opens up a lot of opportunities for them to take the jungle. And with this Rip Herald, top lane is gonna be next.
It's going to be scary right now. As Roy Ladies look at the positioning for 9605.
yeah,
Rift
there you
Herald
go.
already spawned in top lane.
This is too aggressive. Are
Now
they gonna
Yapi.
get punished?
Quickness and a grand entrance is there to knock up. 9605 is very low. Uses up the
Oh,
ultimate to go
flash
back away.
away.
But Zed going for the ultimate. That's Deck Tempest. A kill secured. That's 2 for 1 as of yet. And Roy Ladies has to go back away. But the culling produces a lot of damage. And Cotton Candy has to body block to save Lily's life.
Okay, even though that they lost that fight on the 2-for-1, they got the tower anyway. And that's what the important thing is for Roy Ladies. Roy Ladies, even if they give a lot of kills to the enemy team, they'll find a way if they just make it so that the advantage is close. They can still close in the gap, and that's what Roy Ladies is doing right now. They're just taking the objectives, take the tower slowly, and don't let TSUAHAH get any big advantage.
700 gold lead is not that much though for Royal Ladies, so still TSUAHAH is doing a huge benefit for them, just keeping up with the pacing of Royal Ladies. We've seen how this played out a while ago, how Evelyn was at an advantage just a while back, but right now it's looking like TSUAHAH is catching up. Not for the jungle matchup though, because Lee Sin is so way behind still.
Yeah. This is what we're saying about the Evelyn. And when she gets the items though, but top side,
Then going for the Dragon Trade, this 3v1, that Tempest is
Death
already
mark.
in, but a Grand Entrance coming through. It's already a secured kill for TSUAHAH.
okay, great. They force a rotation for Roy Ladies. They want to get a kill.
Killer instant coming through. It's Evelyn on the front lines. Might just be a charm, but the Lucian just exposed Evelyn. And now with a Sonic Wave as well to follow
Is
through.
she?
That's a CC
No
chain.
way.
It's flawless. It's magnificent. Evelyn going in for the
What?
ultimate to go back away though. That's a kill onto a Yappy.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunate for
That's so
TSUAHAH.
much damage. I wasn't expecting 9605 to get the kill with the Agonist Embrace there, but because of just 2 skills, she just used 2 skills and that was enough to take down a Yapi. Oh man, this is just going pretty great for Roy Ladies, even though that rotation was not really ideal for Roy Ladies because they were forced to go to the top lane. Even though there's not any towers there, they still produced a kill out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, this is what happened a while ago. Exactly the same thing. They get kills
Yeah.
out of nowhere. They get something out of nowhere. They turn back out of nowhere.
They're
Like,
alchemists.
a lot of things. I tell you, Roy Ladies are
Yeah.
miracle players.
Yeah. Oh, look at this fight.
Hayapi Garen is able to see them on the brush with a face check.
He got the fish. And with this, from what is happening right now, Infinity, what they need to do here for Roy Ladies to secure themselves here is that to use the Garen to just use their pressure here onto the bottom side of the map, get the tower. After taking 3 towers, they're at a safe place. If ever they misplay, it's okay because they can still and will make sure that they're going to be taking those streaks in their favor. We have seen Roy Ladies always find chances, even in the smallest time gap. They always take the objective.
And look at that. Royal Ladies is pushing the mid lane already, but too risky to do so. So they're not going for it because the Infernal Drake is coming up soon.
Yeah. Waiting for the Infernal Drake to come up. 20 seconds of the clock. 2 items already onto 9605. Her damage? If someone was hit by her charm, someone is gonna die for sure. That person, even if that's a cinch. So that's why this is how scary we're building up 9605 right now, because she is that scary. That 8k gold together with a level 11 Evelyn. Oh man, she's just gonna hit so hard.
Yeah, and earlier today, we actually had a bit of doubt onto an Evelyn pick here on the grand finals, but still, 9605 is making it happen really, really strong.
Yeah. Remember, she has a bigger smite. She's level 11 and Dan is level 10. So she has an advantage for this objective in her favor. And I'm liking what we're seeing for the side of Royal Ladies here. They're just trying to take this, but TSUAHAH, I think they're gonna get this up.
Yeah, and I think that's more preferable, because if they go for the Infernal Drake, surely they're gonna lose. Dan is level 10, 6.4k gold compared to Evelyn, which is 9.3k. So if they go for the Rift Herald, they have more potential to go for push instead.
Oh, they can go for steal? Okay, I thought they're gonna be able to take that steal Infinity. If they were able to take that steal, that just was for naught on the side of Royal Ladies, but it's a good thing that they were able to secure it, but they still want to go for a fight.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 now. Evelyn, just a perfect ulti to miss out the grand entrance, but the quickness charms her out. But now it's Yin losing up her flash. Not gonna be enough though, as Ken just deals so much damage.
She survived for a bit with Rift Herald in the mid lane. That mark!
That Tempest going through, coming in. Cotton Candy with Killer Instinct as well to go back and get some shield. Now John Easy going in for the flank.
She gets a kill.
But there
Reset.
are just so much execute coming in from the Dimension Justice. 2 kills for Roy.
We haven't talked about a lot about Ari and her rework right now. Her resets are gonna be strong, and she's not that dependent to her charm anymore. So that just makes a lot of plays for Zanisha. She hasn't been getting a lot of highlight for herself because 9605 is just too good right now. But still, low key, she's been doing a lot of her job.
Absolutely. I mean, now it's 2 dragons already for Royal Ladies. However, I'm still looking at an even level playing field when it comes to gold, and that actually kind of surprises me. And I think TSUAHAH is doing a really, really great job when it comes to keeping the lanes up, farming the jungle camps, and keeping up with Royal Ladies on however possible way they could.
Yeah. And always, let's make it to a point in where whenever you have a Drake and you are looking at the gold lead, always make sure that if you're gonna be making, or at least equivalizing something on the Drakes, just add 1k to each Drake that they get, and that is the advantage that Royal Ladies have right now. Even though it's not that big still, it's a great thing that TSUAHAH is still keeping it at bay. They're not giving this advantage to Royal Ladies, and they're still getting a fighting chance for themselves. But remember, this is a Kaisa that we're talking about. The late game potential of Cotton Candy is pretty scary. Yes, Ken is strong, but would she be able to do the damage that is needed for the team? Because she's the one and only damage potential together with Roji here. So they have a lot on their shoulders.
Absolutely. I mean, right now, it's a game. They have to fight all of it for. Royal Ladies already at a 1-point lead. If they win this, they're already coming up at match point here for the grand final. So TSUAHAH has to win this, has to do something to change things around.
Yeah. And with this, with how they are gonna start this, Royal Ladies needs to make sure that they are not giving a lot of advantage, because a while ago they lost one bit of a fight in the mid lane. But TSUAHAH, they can still make every mistake that they can, because they have a lot of ways to make sure that this is gonna be good for them. Because remember, they have the Singe, they even have the Rakan. They can go for a grand entrance like this.
Happy. Grad entrance onto Cotton Candy. Now Evelyn uses up her ultimate into the backside. Culling is there, zoning away the enemy team, but John Easy is going into the front lines, not gonna push through. TSUAHAH gonna go back. They cannot afford to take that risk.
Yeah, this is what we were saying a while ago, right? Without Rogi, without Ken, they won't have any damage to finish it!
Lucian has to use up the flash to go back to safety. Now then, you see the bad end of that Kai'Sa. Now it's going to be the Dragon Rage as well onto the knock-up onto Ari, but still not enough though. Everyone's just playing cha-cha dance.
Nobody is getting any kills, Infinity. I'm still surprised that they can't really finish enough kills because Rogi is not there. If Rogi was here, she could finish all the kills. Look at this. She's gonna go in.
They're going for it. Rogi is there, going for the death mark onto one, onto the backside. Yin actually receiving a lot of damage. One more shot, that's a kill. And now it's Kai'Sa going to the front line. She's pinned down. She doesn't have any more units and allies to respond there from. And now It's going to be Garen
John
using
Easy.
up the Gargoyle Enchant. Really, really tanky. TP's coming up. Rogi is coming through. Stasis for the Ari to buy some time. But Zed just punishes her. And
What's
now
happening?
The next step would be the Evelyn and the Garen to the back lanes as a Yappy. Is there potentially going for it as Den is just around the corner as well. The smite is there. Evelyn went in for Stasis Enchant, went
Boom.
for Golden,
Are
but
they gonna
Garen
do
gets
this?
the execute. That mark onto Garen as well. It's the with a Sonic Wave jumping through.
Oh,
That's godlike
great ace.
for Zen. TSUAHAH gets the ace.
I said I'm Rogi. Whenever Rogi is in the fight, that is when they are going to be finishing a lot of his targets. Rogi has been playing Zed pretty strongly. She has been playing it so well that she gets the target onto the backline every time that she can. And because she has a lot of targets on this lineup from Roy Ladies, she has 4 targets. And she can just pick any one of them. And if one of them is down, that's an easy 4v5. And that's what happened during that fight.
45, yeah. The Assassin's coming in from Rogi, but I don't know, because right now it's 9605 with a Stasis Enchant. It's Zanisha with a Stasis Enchant as well, so a really, really difficult time. The only target that she could have is going to be Cotton Candy and Yin.
Surprisingly though, is that even though TSUAHAH got the ace there, it's still just a 1k gold lead. I was expecting a lot more, like a 2k gold lead after that big fight. But Royal Ladies, they're still keeping it that bay. They want to still get this fight.
Yeah, this fight would change things around. Look at the backline.
Candy.
Look at that mark onto Kaisa. Kaisa is already dead. That's one man down. Roy Ladies just pushing through. The charm is there though. Coming in. And Garen is just tanking for her team.
Resets.
But right now,
Nisha.
it is a 1-for-1. John Easy is very low. Ken is pushing through. A lot of these damage. That's a kill. Garen is already down. With 9605, the only one standing.
Yeah, 9605 wants to get one more kill, and I think Rogi is going to be her target. Ocean Drake, they still have time to reset. They want to go for it.
That mark would be perfect. That's a lot of damage. That's going to be another ace for TSUAHAH.
Oh, great ace, and that's exactly what they need. This 2k gold lead is enough, and the Ocean Drake can help them out with it. Just for them to not stack on the side of Road 80s, that's a good denial for the side of TSUAHAH. And with this is going to jumpstart their win. This is going to jumpstart their advantage on the side of Road 80s. And Rogi's just so strong. Whenever she's in the fight, Roy Ladies are just scrambling around. They don't know what to do whenever she hits one target. Cotton Candy fell down so early during that fight.
Yeah, but imagine having another ace and a 4k gold lead. Like, that's a 3k gold up. So it's not that significant, but it's actually quite huge when it comes to the perspective of TSUAHAH. Because Roy Ladies right now is on the precipice of success, on the precipice of victory because of how much objectives that they've already gotten, how much gold they've already gotten. So TSUAHAH is now keeping up with the pace.
Keeping it up. Roy Ladies, now they're scrambling around. They haven't vibe check Rogi enough, and that's why Rogi is just running around whenever it comes to the fight. The death marks are just hitting so hard because, as we said, this is how strong a Zed is on a lineup like this, because she has a lot of targets to look at. Even if they have the stasis, doesn't really matter because the Yin is just gonna be the target every time, and that just helped her pick a target. And that is why Rogi is just gonna have a good time taking down Cotton Candy and even Yin.
Yeah, it doesn't need zero target, Yin and Cotton Candy, no Stasis Enchant, nothing to really just protect them overall. So really, really good target with a Z dead mark. For now, Elder Drake coming up real soon. Baron Nashor is alive. And everyone is playing for that, because if someone loses a team fight right now, immediately someone could take the Baron.
Yeah, and this with Ken pretty strong right now. She has a lot of things to look out for. There's a lot of squishy targets with the amount of crits that she has. 3 items already. 15k gold. That's also something that they need to look at. They have Rogi, they also have Ken. So they need to look at 2 targets. They need to be careful about 2 of them. Like, it's still 5 going in.
Charm is already ready. Ayapi going for the grand entrance with the quickness to just delay the fight, to just hinder Roy Ladies. But the charm is going to be perfect for Zanisha. But then it's just going back in. Once again, going to the sidelines. It's going to be John Easy. And now once again, the death mark coming through. That's a lot of damage. But Garen once again, with the execute, with the Damash Injustice, just plays a huge role in those team fights. And now Ken is dead. Den is dead. The 2 ones that could carry the team to success when objectives are up are dead. And Royal Ladies are here for the victory.
Again? Again, they got a win on a fight that is very crucial at the moment in which the Baron or the Elder Drake is up. And because of this, they get the Elder Drake. They can take the Baron if they want to because they still have 15 seconds after they reset today because they still only are going to fight against 3 people. If they take this Baron, they have the Elder Drake. They have the safety of it. So if ever they go for it, that is also going to be a good call for Royal Ladies.
Yeah, and it's 15 seconds left for Dan to even come up, so a lot of time being bought there for Royal Ladies to do something. Clear the waves, shove the waves, and get the Baron Nashor, control the Baron pit, and get the objective.
It's pretty important for them to start this up pretty effectively because Royal Ladies, oh no, 9605 goes in.
Why do you face track? It's Zed just getting melted by Royal Ladies. One man down for TSUAHAH.
Oh no, they took the Zed down. Rogi is the reason why you're having a hard time taking fights on the side of Royal Ladies. And now with Zed X down, he has been deathmarked, he has been in Neverland. And this is the time for Royal Ladies to go in for it. The Baron is at their sights.
They're giving it up. It's TSUAHAH just pushing the bot lane. They have to buy some time. They have to do something. And maybe they're thinking Inhibitor will be that option because right now, Royal Ladies has the Baron buff in their favor.
They can't even get the Inhibitor because after they get the Baron, the enhanced recalls would just make it easy for them to go for a reset. And now, they reset it, they have the items, they have 5 items already on the 9605. And this is... okay, it's our bad that we doubted the Evelyn pick, but the Evelyn is just 18k gold. Killing spree, just one combo taking down Ayapi. No more quickness for you, TSUAHAH.
Yeah, an absolute insane player. This is the prowess of 9605. We keep on highlighting this player specifically throughout the tournament. This is the reason why we do that, because she's just too powerful. And right now, Royal Ladies utilizing the Baron Nashor buff to just pit push, open up the inhibitor on top lane.
Need to look at bot lane too in the mid lane because that's going to be their target right now. They won't be able to take any easy fights because if they go for the Dragon Chase, they're going to go in again at bot side.
Yeah, especially with TSUAHAH, one man down. Ayapi is not there to go for some team fight, so she has to go back up for TSUAHAH to be able to have that slight sliver of hope to be able to come back from this. Royal Ladies coming through. Now Harry with his faces, Enchant then coming into the back lines, but go back away with the safeguard immediately right after. They cannot go for the damage of Royal Ladies. The comeback queens are on match point.
Oh man, the comeback queens are just going for it. It's the 4th time today already that they come back from a deficit again. They lost, they got a lot of aces. TSUAHAH got a lot of aces from the side of Royal Ladies, but in the end, always in the end, when the Elder Drake, when the Baron is up, they're gonna be taking one win. They're going to be taking the jungler, they're going to be taking an ace, and that is when they take the Elder or the Baron. That's how they always win. And this is a team that has been consistent with that type of play. I think the only way for you to shut down this team is to not, or at least finish the game before the Elder Drake spawns.
Yeah, and it's crazy to think about. I'm feeling how TSUAHAH is thinking about this. Like, how do they go about the certain champions that 9605 is playing up against them? She has brought up the Evelyn, the Lee Sin, the Fiora. These champions are really, really hard to fight up against, especially with the prowess of 9605. Now the question is, what will be that next step for TSUAHAH to take?
Okay, that is going to be the questions for TSUAHAH because now there's a wall that they need to climb. That is a really tall wall. One more game for the victories here for Royal Ladies. If they win this, they're going to be the queens, the new queens of FSL. But now TSUAHAH, they still have a chance. They can still come back from this, but the momentum is not in their favor. Yes, but still, they have been performing well. They just need to keep that up, tone that up one more notch. They might be able to take a win or wins against Royal Ladies.
Especially with this game being the do or die. It's a match point already for the comeback queens. Royal Ladies is one game away for that victory for the grand finals to become the champions of Wild Rift Open 3. I'm Infinity in this dash. We're going to take a short break. But when we come back, it's match point. Game number 3 for the grand finals here at FSL. We're back, everyone, in the FSL Wildrift Open 3, presented by Intel and Yahoo for the Grand Finals, game number 3 in Dash. We're already on match point, one more game away for a successful victory for Royal Ladies.
It's at that point. I think we can say that Royal Ladies has a deadline. Every time you're fighting against Royal Ladies, you have a deadline. If you hit the Elder Drake mark, that is when they pop off. And they always find a way to get an advantage right there and then. And that's what I'm scared of. I hope it doesn't happen for the 5th time today. Because honestly, it's happened for 4 times already. And I hope TSUAHAH would know how to counter it at this point.
Yeah, because personally, I think they tried already the full on early game power, right, from their composition, having the
With
Lee
Rogi,
Sin
right?
visiting their jungle, going for the jungle invade, but it was not successful. In the game 1, they tried a little bit more of a mid game late game power spike, but still it was Royal Ladies who took it down for the count. So right now I don't know what TSUAHAH needs to do to be able to match up against Royal Ladies, but I'm really curious on how this would work out.
Really gonna be a question, honestly, of how they draft onto this next game, because they tried a bit a while ago, like what you said. They wanted to get the early game just for them to not lead onto the point in where there's gonna be an Elder Drake on the side of Royal Ladies. And now with this, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna fight fire with fire onto the next game to at least have that same power, at least for the Elder Drake fight? And that is what's important here on this one.
What kind of fire though? Brand type
Late
of
game,
fire?
Vayne.
Or late game fire? Okay, late game it is. We'll see how this will turn out for both Royal Ladies and TSUAHAH, because we're already in game 3. Match point already for Royal Ladies, and right now it's TSUAHAH going for the blue side and Royal Ladies going for the red.
Okay. With the matchup, Evelyn, imagine you had, because of how strong 9605 a while ago, they had to ban Evelyn. And that just opens up a lot of opportunities for Royal Ladies, because there's a lot of champions that are open. If they want to go for the Olaf right now, that could be a good pick. At least if they have the Olaf, or they go for the Lucian again. And Lucian has been good. Ken has been great with the Lucian, and this is a great safe pick.
Yeah, but what I'm afraid of is Kazakhstan Lee Sin is open
There
for Royal
you
Ladies, and
go.
that is what I'm talking about.
Okay. Honestly, you've seen 9605, as strong as she is, with the Lee Sin right now, her favorite champion on her hands. This is gonna look scary. To get it with the RA2, if they get a charm onto someone, that's probably dead already.
Yeah, and we need to be afraid of the Lee Sin, especially with the organizers also specifically telling us that be afraid of the Lee Sin of 9605, right?
Right.
Look at
Right.
for the star jungler 9605's Lee Sin. So I don't know. It's going to be really difficult. But right now, it's
That's a
looking
good
quite
answer.
dire for TSUAHAH.
But that's a good answer. I like the answer here of a Wukong against a Lee Sin. This makes the combos awkward. If she pops the Cyclone, Lee Sin wouldn't have an easy time going into the backline, at least getting a good insect in. But still, it's still pretty hard to fight a Lee Sin early game. That's what are we afraid of on the side of 9605. But TSUAHAH still have a lot of chances. They still have a lot in their belt. I hope that they don't give up at this point, because their draft is looking pretty great right now.
Yeah, and I will emphasize this is her famous Lee Sin from our organizers from FSL. So we'll see. I'm really excited for this. But right now we're having a Z ban coming in from Royal Ladies, and now TSUAHAH has to think, what bans should we do? Because right now it's still a support and ADC missing for TSUAHAH.
Ooh, great ban on the Senna, just for them to not get this combo out. But we've seen a while ago the Kaisa too of Cotton Candy, even though the spotlight was not on her, she was still doing well to sustain at least an insurance for the late game. They need to ban something else. They need to ban the Kaisa on the side right here of Royal Ladies. But yeah, that's also a good ban. They banned the Morgana just for them to not have the safety. But look at this, they're going full early game with the Varus on their side, to the side of Royal Ladies.
Yeah, and I actually do like the Senna ban here, because if you ban away the Senna, Nasus is probably not going to get picked. So they're forced
Definitely.
to pick something else. Varus would be that option for Royal Ladies. Now the question is, what would TSUAHAH do?
Okay. What they can do, yep, is pick up a set, pick up something that 9605 would have a hard time playing well, or at least securing objectives on her side, because the set would at least make it easy to showstopper her out of the way. There's a lot of CCs on the side of TSUAHAH. They just need one more damage source onto the side just for them to complete this great matchup already on their side. But now, looking at it, we want to go for an AP or something that could help them out. A Diana could be good. A Diana or a Corki could be good.
Don't tell me this is a Rakan mid lane. Don't tell me this is a Rakan mid lane!
They went for it. Oh my. The famous Rakan mid lane.
Famous Helios Rakan mid lane.
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen this from RQ a lot. So this is gonna be an interesting game. Going for a Rakan mid lane, yes, you're gonna be sustaining. You don't really have a lot of wave clear. Yes, but if she would be able to get a really great quickness to the grand entrance, and remember, they are all gonna go in on the side of Royal Ladies, so it's easy to land those great quickness to grand entrances.
You know, Dash, you can't see me right now, but I'm gesturing like the mind blown hand gesture.
The Pikachu pace.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm mind blown. This draft is the answer of TSUAHAH from the prior 5 games of comebacks that Royal Ladies did. So we'll see if this could be that answer now that we are on match point. Royal Ladies on the precipice of victory here, 1 game away for that victory.
Yeah, if they get this victory, that would be the end of the run of TSUAHAH, but they are still queens at their own right, and still not yet done. They can still set up their own queendom here, so they still have a chance to win this fight against the members of Royal Ladies. Royal Ladies have been a great adversary to everybody here in the FSL, but still TSUAHAH is the last one that they need to topple down in order for them to build the walls of their queendom.
Yeah, and I think Royal Ladies is what we can call the Queen Slayers. They have slayed the defending champion, the current queens, and now they're looking for that throne for themselves. So we'll see how this would turn out at the moment, because right now this is game 3 of the grand finals. We're already here in the Rift for Royal Ladies and TSUAHAH's game 3. All right, Dash. This is it. This is it. The last hurrah, potentially. I'm not gonna jinx it, but here we go.
Nah. I hope it's not the C word. The curse. The caster curse.
The caster's curse?
Or yeah, maybe not. I hope it is. I hope it is not. So I'm kind of expecting a lot from this game. I hope that it would be as explosive as this was for both of our teams since a while ago. Royal Ladies have been getting a lot of these wins, but I hope that they would be able to topple it down in order for them to set up their own right here in the FSL. But TSUAHAH, yes, they can still go for a comeback here.
Yeah, and you know what? I kind of want to happen for a caster's curse, so we have game 4 or maybe game 5.
Yeah.
Right? Grand finals, FSL Wild Rift Open 3. Let's go.
I hope that we do have that, because this is a surprising thing. We have seen the Evelyn, we have seen a lot of the drafts here that is super out of the blue. That is out from left field. But now we also have a Rakan that TSUAHAH is picking for their side. So I hope this would help them garner their win for their side.
Yeah, and you can see how TSUAHAH is doing, right? They're going after Rakan mid lane, so now Ken and Ayapi is just roaming around, helping up the jungle, because this will be their centerpiece. This will be their strategy, all about that team fighting, because Rakan mid lane will never carry late. It's all about Ken that will be that huge dependent, and Den as well. So let's look forward to how TSUAHAH plays with this lineup and with these channels.
Yeah, they went in for Dan, they got the damage, they stole this. They stole it already though, and that is interesting. Infinity, that they got this, but they still want to go for a fight.
Yeah, they're going in. John Easy going in. Almost kills on 9605, but nope. That's just crazy. A bait. Safeguard away.
That's crazy. She went in with low HP and she's ignited. That's surprising to see. I thought that she's gonna bite the dust there, but she was still able to survive.
Yeah, I mean, it's 9605.
Definitely.
The queen of the jungle.
There's nothing else that we can say from there because she's just that good. But still, TSUAHAH could still come back from this. As we always say, this is a race against time. They need to win before the Elder Drake hits, because that could be their only chance here. Because whenever it comes down to it, just based on statistics, it's the 4th time already. Every time that the Elder Drake comes out, that is when Royal Ladies pop off.
And stats don't lie, so we'll see if this could be another game that Royal Ladies will pop off when it comes to that late game objectives. But I don't know if they could win that early for TSUAHAH, especially with the Rakan mid lane. They're not going to have enough damage when it comes to this early phase. And you're matching up against a Lee Sin from 9605. So that begs the question, is TSUAHAH is going to reach that far with the Elder Drake, with the Baron Nashor going up, if they can win that phase of the game, or are they going to focus mainly on the mid game and just punish Royal Ladies?
Yeah, I hope they don't get shattered at that point. They just need to go for the punish, go for the early game. 5 minutes on the clock is when they pop off. John Easy gonna be the target here.
Yeah, 9605 and Garando is here to respond. Arya as well on the horizon. Lee Sin's just gonna get the scuttle. Wukong cannot contest.
They need to get the second win. TSUAHAH, because of the momentum that Royal Ladies has been putting up for themselves, they haven't had the momentum. So I hope that they have a second win here. If Ken would be the one to lead this team to victory, so be it, as long as they get the win.
Yeah, now Sonic Wave onto John Easy, going for the ultimate under the turret. That's the Haymaker coming through. Dimension Justice will not be able to get that kill, but instead it's 9605 jumping through with a Sonic Wave to secure the first blood.
Great kill, 9605 securing it to the Dragon's Raid. They use 2 ultimates, yes, but they still have a time to recover before the Infernal Drake comes out. They got the first blood. That is enough for them to get their first items after this reset.
Yeah, and now 10 seconds in, it will be the Infernal Drake and the Rift Herald that will come up. Let's see if Rakan and Nami will be able to go for that team fighting prowess that expectedly having 2 supports will have.
Everybody's favorite Drake, the Infernal Drake, is very crucial to have if ever they take this. Get extra damage, that's just it. That's very linear. You know what's gonna happen, Zanisha?
Cyclone is there to secure the kill. Zanisha's already down for the objective take. Now it's up to Royal Ladies, the 4 members left to be able to get that or even delay the time that TSUAHAH could go in.
Great thing though. They're buying some time after Zanisha. Okay, Zanisha is up. They reset it so they can take this Drake right now.
They would, but still not going in for the full risk here. It's really difficult for them. And now it's a Amrogi rather going in for the brand entrance, followed up by the Haymaker with a face breaker coming from Set. And now it's a chain of corruption locking down Ken. Ken couldn't go anywhere. Now Garen is very low, but Garen is Garen. She is so tanky. And now Rakan will follow through by Royal Ladies to put down.
Wow. Is this gonna be a steal? Okay, Royal Ladies takes it 10.
Then just comes back in, but not going to be enough. Zanisha will punish. Now TSUAHAH is down 2 kills.
Yeah, Mirror Force trap card activate for Royal Ladies, even though that they haven't they lost Zanisha before that fight happened, but because they reset it on the side of TSUAHAH, they had a chance to take the Infernal Drake for themselves. They turned around when it was needed, and that's the reason why they got the win out of that Infernal Drake again.
Now the Rift Herald for TSUAHAH. They wanted to take this, because if ever, this will be the least possible way for the 1-for-1 objective trade. Alistar is there, they have the information. Lee Sin is coming into the fray as well. The Sonic Wave connects onto the Rift Herald. Tidal Waves running away to Lee Sin. Not going to be enough though, as that will be a kill onto TSUAHAH. Getting the kill onto Alistar. 9605 will die!
Nice
Chain of Corruption will miss. And that will be Royal Ladies missing a lot of these shots down. Now TSUAHAH gets the Rift Herald in the end. Now then catching up onto Cotton Candy, jumping through, getting that shot in. Garen onto the backside, something that you need to be afraid of. The what? Piercing arrow!
From downtown! Oh, wow. They're still at it. They're not done.
Can.
What?
My brain can handle this, Dad.
Honestly, I was surprised about Cotton Candy's piercing arrow from downtown getting the kill. That was almost an equal trade already.
Oh,
Now,
that
Flash
was
has been burned
massive.
in the mid lane. Yeah.
Summoner spell burned by Royal Ladies, but Rogi has to force that out because that's Varus with an ultimate and Alistar just jumping through with a knock-up. So that's an important thing to take note of. But for now, Royal Ladies pushing on the bottom lane. That will gain them a little bit more gold if ever TSUAHAH doesn't defend.
Yeah. Very important for them to take this towers. Get down on both sides.
Grand entrance will be massive, followed through by Dan. That's a kill for TSUAHAH.
Yeah, Zanisha falls again. And this is such a big win that they have been taking Zanisha every time whenever they had the chance. Just because they can, 9605!
Sonic Wave followed up by the safeguard, but the Dragon's Rage knocks up onto set. Tidal Wave zones away 9605. Now Cotton Candy's there as well to respond. Alistar in the front lines. Zoning away TSUAHAH to defend on tier 1 turret
Yin
top
is gonna
lane.
go down.
The flash already burned. That's going to be the culling, but Ian is just too strong. The ultimate is already forced out for more defensive capability. Now Royal Ladies will go back unharmed.
TSUAHAH, pretty important for them to take a lot of these objectives down the towers. If ever they can take down a tower as long as they can, that would be okay. That's a great advantage against Royal Ladies because Royal Ladies, they're looking to get opportunities for themselves, but TSUAHAH is always there to deny it. Zunisha again.
Yeah, but Zanisha with a Spirit Rush, just massive ultimate to be able to go back away, and that is the power of Ari right now in patch 3.3.
Yeah. Even though that we have been losing Zanisha every time, Royal Lady still gets 6k gold onto Zanisha. I mean, she has been farming pretty well. And because she's against the mid lane.
Oh, Chain of Corruption followed up by the kick coming from 9605. It's flawless to take down Ken.
Oh, man, that is just how you pick up champions one by one. And that's how she does it. 9605, still the strong Lee Sin player that we have seen since the start of this tournament.
Absolutely fantastic. And Royal Ladies, look at their dominance in the map. They're going all around, roaming on top side, and also having the dominance into the mid lane is just a fantastic play coming in from them. The macro capacity of Royal Ladies is being highlighted in this game.
Yeah. Even though that they don't have any towers down a while ago, the amount of presence that they have around the map is pretty big!
Oh, Rogi's grand entrance is big as well! Dad's gonna be able to take down two! It's Zanisha and Cotton Candy away to the ground, and now it's TSUAHAH going for the Rift Earl mid lane push.
Got the tower down. Because it ended, Rogi might be the reason why they could win this whole game right now because of how she starts the fight every time. The grand entrance to the quickness was flawless since a while ago. And Zunisha has been taken down as fast as they can. And now Cotton Candy is next to be the target here of Royal Ladies. Remember, that's a big shot on goal too that they got from there.
Yeah, and at the moment, TSUAHAH, Rogi is playing fantastic. The grand entrance, the quickness consistently picks off a certain champion, and TSUAHAH is amazing to keep up with it. They're still at the 500 gold deficit, but it's expected because Royal Ladies was so dominant in the early game.
This is such a great one. Royal Ladies have been having a great start here, but still, TSUAHAH, they know how to fight back. If this is a 5v5, they have the advantage.
Sonic Wave will miss. Royal Ladies just dancing around, sidestepping. The charm will not connect from Zanisha. TSUAHAH is going through. Once again, the grand entrance to the quickness from Rogi is going to be a massive part. And Royal Ladies have to go back now. Yin is very low. And that will be the charm from
Wait, no kills?
Buying some time onto John Easy.
Okay.
No kills? No way. It's Garen being taken down by TSUAHAH.
Okay, I thought that's gonna be no kills on both sides, but now TSUAHAH, they're looking for it.
Sonic Wave, Rogi going for the grand entrance, will not be able to connect onto anyone. But so far, John Easy is there to contest.
Oh no!
The dragon will be taken down by TSUAHAH, and Lee Sin will miss that chance to steal. Zanisha with a charm onto John Easy. It's another kill. How?
Ooh, it's looking great. It's looking great for TSUAHAH. They have been winning these fights on the early game. I hope that it also translates onto the late game because right now it's looking pretty great. The way that they start this fight, they are just going for the back line. Whenever they get a chance to get Cotton Candy in Zanisha, they'll take it. They'll take it every time.
Absolutely. I mean, right now, from a deficit, already having a 1k gold lead for TSUAHAH, and so far Royal Ladies is falling down behind. But what I'm afraid of is that when the late game comes, because that is the power spike, hypothetically, of Royal Ladies.
Royal Ladies, they want to get Zanisha and Cotton Candy up to that point in where they have more damage, but because they don't have any DPS champions, that is where they're gonna be losing. After one short burst of damage from the Ari and also the Varus, it's done already. They don't have any DPS, and that's why TSUAHAH, the longer the fight goes, that is where they win, because they have Ken, they have Den, and Ayapi too, because of the healing.
Yeah. Rogi will be the gauger for TSUAHAH so far. Really strong champion and strong player for TSUAHAH. But a Baron Nashor alive. We're nearing that point of defeat. Well, not defeat really, but Royal Ladies having that spike of power with the Baron Nashor and Elemental Bird being taken down. But so far, Cotton Candy going for the Chain of Corruption onto Ken. That's a knock-up with Wukong coming in with a Cyclone. It's now Alistar getting melted with the raw damage of TSUAHAH.
Great startups again. They have been taking one fight for another, but Royal Ladies, they have been backing away from all these fights. They don't want to go for it. Garen gonna be the target.
Grand Entrance will miss, but Garen is just too tanky. It's a Gargoyle Enchant, buying a lot of time for the Garen to be able to survive. The Machine Justice
Dragon's Rage!
Not secure the kill onto John Easy, but 9605. This is the Lee Sin that we are talking about.
She got a kill out of... There's 5 people there, and she pinpointed one person, and it was Ken. Oh man, Royal Ladies, 9605 at that. It's just too good at doing her job, but oh, look at this.
Oh, Spirit Rush over the wall onto Rogi. The Ignite is there. Tick, tick, tick.
Oh, no.
But the Tidal Wave will be able to knock back onto Zanisha. 9605 will be there to zone away TSUAHAH. And in the end, it's a 1 for none.
Got the lot. I thought that is going to be great. I think TSUAHAH, they just need to take down this towers. They just need to be patient. Royal Ladies, even though that they've been losing the fights.
Cotton Candy, that's the showstopper coming through from the set. And that's really big, but set is very low. Lee Sin coming back in with a Sonic Wave. The
Grand
knockup from a
entrance again.
Rogi rather, will be able to knock up onto 9605, taking a kill onto 2.
Oh man, great starts. Again, another one.
Once again, going for the Grand Entrance onto Garen, and that will be the culling once again, but
Wow.
triple from TSUAHAH.
Now they got the Baron on their side because of the way they start the fights. I like that Rogi is always the one who's been starting this fight. Grand entrance onto 2 or 3 is enough to disrupt the members of Royal Ladies. They don't have any way to steal this. This is gonna be hard.
4-man knockup comes from Alistar. We will be able to go for the contest here, but Yen is just gonna get melted once again.
Not gonna get
and
this.
Tanisha with a Grand Entrance coming from Rogi. That prediction is amazing. And now the
1 HP.
Ignite forces
Wait,
out the
Raptors?
stasis. The mob!
Raptors!
The mob will be able to kill him!
Raptors, why? Oh, that's unfortunate, Infinity. Oh no. I don't know what to say, honestly.
What
Infinity,
just happened?
that was just surprising. She was super low in HP, that when the Raptors just hit her with the fire breaths, that was enough to kill her. Now they lost the Ari too.
I can't. What was that? I can't believe it. Right now though,
Want to win this.
pushing on a
We
mid
want to
lane,
get the mid lane.
using the Baron. Top turret already destroyed. The Royal Ladies has to buy some time. Zanisha is not there to be able to go for the single target CC.
Now with the Baron, they're just gonna use this for them to take down a lot of these towers. Mountain Drake is gonna be up in just a bit. TSUAHAH needs to take this for their hands, just for them to be a lot more tanky in this fight. We have seen them sustaining a lot of these battles, and they have been winning because of it. The longer the game goes, as we said, the longer the fight goes, the stronger they become.
We'll see about that. 3k gold lead already for TSUAHAH right now. The Mountain Dragon is alive. Then coming in, the Cyclone with a 2-man knockup. Tidal Wave to follow up. Not gonna connect onto anyone, so TSUAHAH has to go back for a bit. Wait for time. Be patient.
I think they're gonna go for a fight here.
Rogi going for the knockup once again,
the
but the Grand
damage.
Entrance 9605 is really low. TSUAHAH secures their second dragon in this game. Yin is already down. Garen is in the middle of the fight.
Oh,
She's
Grand
pinned.
Entrance again?
And look at that, just Rogi single-handedly killing
Wow!
out
This is it!
9605. And one by one, Roy Ladies gets decimated with 1 HP.
Wow!
It's an ace for TSUAHAH.
Okay, this is gonna be the ace. This is gonna be the win. They got the Baron in their hands, and they only have 30 seconds on the clock, and they can win this if they want to.
They're going for the game-ending push. One turret already down. The Nexus is already open, and they're gonna pursue. It's TSUAHAH going back from a 2-game deficit. It's now 1-2. Royal Ladies still has to fight this up.
Momentum shift to the side of TSUAHAH. They got the win. Royal Ladies wasn't able to flip the card on the right time. And as we said, if there's no Elder Drake, if there's no biggest objective that could potentially win the fight in favor of Royal Ladies, that is when you win. And that is what TSUAHAH used in their favor. They used the Rakan, they used Ken, they used Den. Every time that there's a fight, they always make sure that everybody could be having a hard time going into the fight. And the damage is just enough. Rogi dealt so much damage to the backline, even without hitting the Grand Entrance. The quickness was enough to get them to half HP.
I guess Rakan mid lane is the answer.
Definitely.
That's the answer that they're looking for. And look at the damage.
Oh man,
Insane. 22.7k.
on the Rakan. Oh man, that is just too much to deal with. And as we said a while ago, Infinity also, they don't have any DPS on the hands of Royal Ladies. So if after the first burst of damage for Zunisha and Cotton Candy has been dealt already, if no one falls down, they take a long time before they can reset because they're gonna wait for cooldowns.
Yeah, and this is the first game that Royal Ladies lost in the playoffs. So TSUAHAH making miracles happen here. And it looks like Royal Ladies' miracles have halted for now for game number 3. And so far, from what I know, we're jumping into game 4 real soon, Dash. The game's not over.
Yeah, and I'm still excited on what's going to happen for the next games because honestly, game 3, it really looked in favor of TSUAHAH. The whole fights, the whole starts. 9605 did well with her Lee Sin, but it wasn't enough for her to carry the game because honestly, a Lee Sin falls up in the late game and we've seen it happen during that time, and that's why still TSUAHAH takes that game. Are they going to follow through and get this onto game 5?
Yeah, and I'm looking at Rogi right now. Rogi was phenomenal from that game 3. So can she do the same thing for game 4? We'll find out soon enough. But that's game 3 for you guys. And stay tuned because after this short break, it's going to be game 4 of this grand finals. Welcome back everyone to the FSL Wild Rift Open 3 grand finals. We're now here on game number 4, Dash, with an unexpected win coming in from TSUAHAH. Just absolutely insane. Rakan was a dominant role when it comes to having that victory.
Honestly, Rogi played so well during that game, Infinity. It was because of how she starts fights, the grand entrance to the quickness, even if it doesn't hit a lot of people, but most of the time it does. Still, she was able to make sure that the backline is kept in check. Even if not the backline, 9605 won't be able to have it easy on taking the objectives against them. And that's why right now, I think that is really a bannable pick. A bannable champion, rather, on the side of TSUAHAH.
Definitely. Although, quick question, Dash. Did you expect this? 2-1.
Honestly, I thought that TSUAHAH, because of the momentum of what they had already for their side, I wasn't expecting them to turn it around. Because honestly, on the best of 5, it's hard to turn the momentum back in your favor. Because that's already 2 wins. And you need to win 3 more games. Or at least need to sit down for 3 more games. And that's very tiring for most players. But still, they powered through. They got the win. TSUAHAH got a 2-1. This could potentially jumpstart their comeback from here.
Yeah, and I echo your thoughts there, Dash. I mean, there are 2 unexpected things that I've seen. Unexpected Rakan and unexpected Raptor taking down a kill.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of unexpected things happened from that game 3, and maybe something unexpected once again for here for game 4.
Yeah, I hope we see something unexpected, an unexpected pick again. That could potentially swing the favor in their swing the tides in their favor. And from what we've seen a while ago, Infinity, it's just because of the fact that they had a lot of confidence that they are holding the meta on their side for Royal Ladies that they were surprised about that Rakan pick. That Rakan pick was out from left field and nobody was expecting it. Even us, we're not expecting the Rakan pick to be in the mid lane, rather in the support role. But because of what they did, now I think Royal Ladies are shaken up.
Yeah, definitely, because we've only ever seen it with RRQ playing it, and now with TSUAHAH playing it here in the grand finals as well is just an eye-opener. Like,
yeah,
what happens now? Is Rakan going to be amazing? Is
Yeah.
Rakan going to be a carry? And
Hmm.
both of those things was filled in the role by Rogi. It's just such an amazing player.
Yeah.
She was consistently roaming around the map along with Den to be able to secure kills. And remember how Zunisha was keep on getting picked off
Yeah.
by these two players from Chua.
Every time Zanisha is gonna get caught off by Rogi, and Rogi just times her grand entrances pretty well, and also at the max range. Whenever she gets someone up in the air, it's always in max range, and that's what's scary about this for the Rakan that they had, and that's why we said a while ago, Infinity, they need to ban that Rakan because that Rakan, even or at least if they do have an answer, at least get that answer now. They need that solution for that problem.
Yeah, and we'll see what the answers would be, what the expectations are, because right now we're jumping into the draft. We're in something expected will be new for either Roy Ladies or Chihuahua, especially right now. We have similar bands coming through into the batting phase.
Yeah, the ban phase. Do have the Evelyn getting banned still on the side of Chua. And yes, as we said, Rakan needs to be banned. And this is the safety that they had on the games on Grind Sky Eris was the Shen. If ever they get the pick on Shen, it would be good because together with it, they're gonna be building a lot of gargle enchants to surprise them whenever they try to take a fight.
Yeah, now the question is Roy Ladies onto the blue side selection would change things up? Because we typically saw Choaa going for the blue side, and right now that Roy Ladies was defeated, they opted to go for the blue side right now. So a lot of questions in mind at the moment, but Camille will be that priority by Choaa as their first pick.
With this Camille, we haven't seen it a lot. I mean, we've seen it a while ago, but it wasn't really a
Ooh.
successful pick. Together with the Galio, that could be good. A great combo for their side. And remember, we have another enchant. The Magnet enchant is good on this champion. Galio could have pretty great startups with the new enchant on their side.
Yeah, the repulsor. Is that a repulsor you're talking about?
I think I'm talking about the Magnet enchant, the one that pulls you back, the
Ah,
Magnetron enchant. Yeah, that's gonna be
okay.
good for the Galio.
Interesting stuff here in Wild Rift patch 3.3. But as you said it a while ago, Camille and Galio is a really strong duo and team fighting champions to play with, especially with the follow-ups from the ultimates.
Yeah.
That's going to be something that you need to be fearful of. But right now with Senna being open, it's going to be locked in by Royal Ladies.
Yeah. How that they do have. Oh, if they get this, this is gonna be good. They have great setups already. Oh, I thought they're gonna get the Vagar. If they got the Vagar a while ago, could have been good for their composition. Because if they have the Senna, they have the Nasus, the Vagar has the damage. At least they have a way to get DPS. But at least they get the Senna Nasus, which is a pretty safe pick
Yeah.
on the side of Royal Ladies.
Yeah, and I think the thought process here by Royal Ladies, if they pick up the Vagar first,
Mhm.
Chuaa could just ban away
The Nasus.
Gragas and Nasus.
Yeah.
Both these champions are really strong with Senna, so now Royal Ladies will be forced to go into the traditional type of setup wherein Senna will be that support instead. So I think going for the Nasus first will be that option for them. That's going to be better. But for now, Choa picks up the Lulu as their third pick.
I'm pretty sure they're not gonna ban the Vagar, right? On the side of Chihuahua. Because if they do ban the Vagar, that just opens up a lot of opportunities for Royal Ladies. Wukong could still be a potential good pick
This is
for
clever.
9605 here. But they still have the Lee Sin. And they didn't ban it because they didn't want to, or at least because they won against the Lee Sin. That just gave them the confidence to take on the Lee Sin if they can.
Yeah, and the thing about that is Chuaa is going to be their first pick after the second phase ban. So they could ban away Kha'Zix or either Lee Sin, and they could pick up one off it for
Ooh.
themselves. But considering that they banned away Diana and Ari, I'm thinking that they're gonna pick up Kha'Zix and force Roy Ladies to go into Lee Sin.
Yeah.
Possible.
They got this. They got the Kaisa Vayne ban so that Ken would be forced to pick. Okay, there's solution too. So the Corki is up. So that could potentially be the pick here. They're gonna go for an Olaf together with the Camille. It would be great. At least the Baron laner against the Shen would have a safe lane, which is pretty great. Great mindset for Chihuahua, but Roy Ladies has the answer already. If they want to get the Vagar onto their side here for Zunisha because the Ari has been banned, because they don't have any options also.
Yeah, and that's actually really nice because if Roy Ladies picks up the Lee
It's a
Sin,
Corki.
Olaf is a direct
Ooh.
counter.
That's nice.
Now Corki though, is going to be amazing. That will be placed into the mid lane, and
Hmm.
now the jungle is the only one left for Royal Ladies to take.
Okay, I was surprised too. I forgot to point out the Galio and the Lulu has been picked, so that just gave away their positions already. Mid lane onto the Galio and Lulu gonna be on the support role, so that is easy enough for them to pinpoint, and that's why they picked up the Fiora on the jungle,
I like
because
this.
they know 9605 played this a while ago and she was really strong with it.
Yeah, it could counter out the stun coming in from Camille. It could counter out some CCs coming in from TSUAHAH. And also, you don't have to consider about the Olaf having the Ragnarok because you're picking up Lee Sin or maybe a Kha'Zix that your CCs are pretty much going to be useless. So this is actually a great pickup coming from Royal Ladies. But now the Ashe is something unexpected.
Yeah. Really surprising for them to get the Ashe here, because they have, I was expecting them to get the damage. I mean, they have the damage, they have a lot of CC already, and Ashe really fills a role of more of a CC than a DPS role, and that's why I'm surprised about this Ashe pick also, because they might have a loss on the damage at the later stages of the game, because what they only have is the Olaf Camille. But with this just cements the fact that they want to make True Aa here to get the early game. If they get the early game, don't let the Elder Drake come out again. That could potentially be them getting the second game of their side.
Yeah, and going for the same type of strategy, we're in Rogi, and then we'll be consistently roaming around and looking for these pickoffs. And Ashe, having the Crystal Arrow, will be able to help quite a bit when it comes to CC on a long range engage.
Yeah. This engage that they do have, really interestingly, we have a great setup here for Royal Ladies, because they have the Corki, Senna Nasus. This is a classic pick that we see a lot in icons. And with the CC that they do have, they don't have a lot, yes, but they do have a lot of damage. As long as they maintain their distance against these members right here, the longer the fight goes, the better it is for Royal Ladies.
Absolutely. There's already the game 4 of the grand finals between Royal Ladies and also TSUAHAH. It's already a 2-1 match point still for Royal Ladies, but just a while back we've seen TSUAHAH gain the victory. So now we'll see if they could do it once again for us to go to the Silver Scrapes. We'll see.
Whenever we get into the Silver Scrapes, that's such a great scene that we're going to be seeing here in the FSL Water Open 3, because right now we're going to be starting the game, everybody, for Royal Ladies and TSUAHAH. Still, this is game 4, match point still for Royal Ladies, so TSUAHAH needs perfection to be staying on this game.
Yeah, look at their padding. It's now going to be 9605, just warding on the river to gain vision if ever TSUAHAH goes for an early aggression, because they've done this in game number 2. So having that ward is going to be really important. It's for now, looking at the vision, it's really eye-opening for TSUAHAH if ever Royal Ladies went for the red buff first, but then it's not there. So it's really just a play of mind here coming in from TSUAHAH for game 3. Game 4, rather.
Great way for them to get the vision. Really good for them to start at the same time, or rather at the same place, because they know that Den and 9605, the advantage is on the Olaf every time. The early game is always on the Olaf, but 9605 did it a while ago that she was able to win against an Olaf pick. And right now, I think that's what she wants to go for again.
Yeah, definitely clearing out the waves is easy. Coming in from Den. And look at the padding from 9605, going for the blue buff right now. And then, on the other hand, is going for the right side full clear jungle. So that's an interesting take. Might potentially be a roam into the mid lane.
Okay. Really interesting that they want to go for this mid lane. Den has the right timing.
And this is what we're talking about. Valkyrie ready. Flash out from Zanisha. Right out of the gate when Olaf was seen from the river ward. So really great stuff there. That is why vision is important.
Because if she didn't flash the way there, she could potentially be dead. Because if the undertow hits just one time against her, that is enough for it to spell her doom. It's a good thing. Very smart for them to go for that. But then, look at the rotation here from 9605. She's denying this. It's really interesting that she's really confident that she can take this red buff down to her side.
Yeah. Olaf is clearing up the Raptors first. Might just be a bait on the red buff.
Got the vision already, so they can go for it whenever they want to, but they got the Krugs on their side, so 9605 needs to be careful here.
Yeah, it's just so much vision that Royal Ladies have that they know that Gaio is waiting on the Pixel Brush, that Olaf is going in from the bot side river, and that just puts up a huge importance on vision consistently every single time. And this gives you a lot of benefits, especially in this case wherein TSUAHAH has to play for something in this early game.
Yeah. Draw needs to play very smart here. Because as we said, the early game is in their hands. They're the queens of the early game. So as long as they hold that down in their favor, it would be good. Because in this first 5 minutes, with the champions that they have on the side of Royal Ladies, they are very hungry for items. They're very item dependent, so they would have a hard time at the first fight.
Definitely. Although, you know what? Looking at the jungles right now, we talked about this. Since you're a jungler yourself, what's your favorite jungle champion?
Really interesting. I mean, what?
What's your favorite jungle champion?
Ooh, champion? Okay. I thought. Okay, never mind what I'm what I'm about to say. But
What were you talking?
okay.
What
My
are you thinking
favorite
about?
jungle champion was right now. I think it's Echo. Every time I always use Echo. Cause
Ah.
yeah, because of how interesting the Echo gameplay is. That's why I like it. It's not as linear as the other ones, like how Elysian is. That's what I love about the Echo, but we don't see a lot of Echoes, right? Don't see a lot of
Yeah,
Echoes.
we haven't seen it so far.
Yeah, but it's
All
okay.
right, but
It's alright. But you, what about you?
going back,
What jungler
Sorry?
do you like to see? Not play, see in games.
See?
Or at least on your team whenever you're playing ranked games.
Braum jungle. Braum
Wait,
jungle.
Nah.
No, I'm kidding.
You're,
I'm kidding,
you're
of course.
capping. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But going back into the game now, we're
Mhm.
having TSUAHAH and Royal Ladies even level playing field so far, not having any first bloods as of yet for 4 minutes into the matchup. And when it comes to the gold, it's also quite even. So pretty much the first contact that we will be seeing will be the first objectives, Ocean Drake or Rift Herald, potentially.
Okay, yeah. Objectives, pretty important for them to get this. But top lane though.
Yeah, going for the 2v1, but then going for the
Flash
visit.
burned.
John Easy going in for the cables as well. The Ragnarok is already.
Oh, they flash already.
Used up. Fiora.
Oh.
Going
Want to
get
go for
that
more.
kill. John Easy is there, but Ayapi is there to respond. So 2v1, 9605 just has to go back away.
She can take this on their time. They have the right timing if they want to get this referral, the Yappy!
Oh!
Oh no!
That was friendly fire.
Yeah. That could have been a death
Fire.
right. That could have been a casualty at that point.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing that they didn't die there. It could have
Yeah, I mean,
been.
that was like a perfect route coming from Senna.
right.
That she has to use the flash immediately.
Oh,
but
the
right
flash!
now, the flash coming in from Gaio over the hills. That's going to be a perfect taunt. Gets the kill onto Cotton Candy. Now here's entrance. Zoning away Royal Ladies. It's good kill coming from Tua.
Great timing. They have 5 members strong right here on their side if they want to go for a fight here. So this is just Royal Ladies just gonna give this up. They can take this Rip Herald, just take this L, take the Rip Herald, but they still want to go for it.
Yeah, they want to contest this. Especially Ocean Drake will be very
That's it.
useful for them. Now it's going to be the lockdown coming from Camille. Hextech ultimatum locks. NASA's down. It's Yin already dead. It's
Running
It
Shadow.
is going to
Wow.
be Shen, going to be stuck in the middle of the fight. Fiora getting smited, but she went back in with the lunge to take that
Candy.
kill. Now Ken Ayapi going for the 2v1.
Oh.
Senna in the
Whoa,
back
the
line,
taunt.
getting to go for the support. The ace in 6 minutes into the matchup.
Wow, they got the ace out of that fight. They really just went in for it. They waited for the time for them to reset. They took a long time to take the Ocean Drake right here in the side of Chua, and that's why Royal Ladies was able to follow up. Cotton Candy fell, but it was enough time for her to come back from that fight. And now, because of this, big advantage for Royal Ladies, and they can still take their Rip Herald if they want to. They can still reset on the side of Royal Ladies.
Yeah, definitely, but look at the fight on the Dragon Pit. Camille just stuns up onto Senna, forcing out the flash. So good summoner spell burned.
Yeah, burn to summer the spell. That's going to be important for this next fight, because remember, they have the ultimates now on the side of Chihuahua. They can, and pretty much can contest this fight if ever they want to, but remember, they don't have the... 9605 is also here, so they can go for it now.
Yeah, that's a taunt coming in from Rogi, going in for the Justice Punch as well. Knock up onto Yin.
No damage.
Rift Herald already secured by Chihuahua, so they could go back away and just be happy with the objective take. That they do.
take the tower down. They can go for bot lane, top lane together with it. Rift Herald is just there, enough HP for them to take down the tower, but they want to get a kill here.
Yeah. Betting the manpower of Royal Ladies at the moment. Hero's entrance with the Justice Punch knocks off on to 9605. A good punish from Chihuahua.
Great punish, great kill. And the start here of Chihuahua is going pretty great. They're picking up one by one the members of Royal Ladies. And because of that, as we said, early game is the power spike here, or the power of Chihuahua. And Royal Ladies, they're having a hard time right now translating to kills.
Yeah, and you see the respect that Chihuahua is having onto a lot of these defensive capacity of Royal Ladies, having to build up 2 Divine Thunderers instead of a Triforce. So Shen's not going to be happy fighting against these 2, especially with the HP-based damage that Divine Thunder does have.
I'm liking the start here of Royal Ladies, that even though that they have been losing these fights against Chihuahua, they keep, as usual, they have been keeping the members of Chihuahua at bay and always not giving big advantages. But Chihuahua knew the answer a while ago. They wanted to go for aggressive plays. They wanted to go for them to get the kills as easy as they can. The second objective is where they start, and that's what they're waiting for here.
Yeah, not going to go up anytime soon though. They still have to play for the laning phase for now. So if you're seeing Chihuahua, they're just farming the bottom lane, but they're also dancing around against 9605 and Senna and Nasus alongside with it.
Interestingly, the game is slowing down because Chihuahua is finding plays, but Royal Ladies, look at how they are in the map. They're not going away as close, or rather close to the yellow line, the imaginary yellow line, in where you can get killed, you can get jumped. They're always at the back of their towers and they're playing it safe.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, Chihuahua is also giving up the top tier 1 turret. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of gold being funneled onto Shen. But the Stand United immediately could go into support of the 9605. Just as I said that Stand United is going to be casted onto 9605 to just give a lot of this sustainability.
Tower in the top lane has been taken down without any contest, and that's a 1-for-1, and that's what Royal Ladies just needed in order for them to get the priority on the next Rift Herald. And it's going great. It's going great for both of our teams, that they are slowing the game down, wait for them to get items, because Royal Ladies, as we said a while ago, Infinity, they're very item dependent. If they get their items, their second items at that is when they become crazy. That is when they become scary.
Yeah. So we'll look at that pretty much very soon.
9605 already has it.
Yeah, something that I'm looking at though is right now the gold is funneled onto Shen. It's a 3-1-3 Shen.
Yeah.
Chihuahua is going in for the engage. It's the exit ultimatum, locks on onto Shen, gets the kill down. It's Fiora also gone for the count, and Chihuahua just punished that. In a blink of an eye, they're gone.
Great shatter from the confidence of Royal Ladies. They're taking down fights. They're going for 5v5 every time that they can. And that's what I like about Chihuahua. Whenever they find an opportunity, they take it. And that's why right now, even though they don't get the gold advantage, they're going to be taking 2 towers if they opt to go for the mid lane turret.
Yeah, they're pushing through, and Cotton Candy's receiving a lot of damage. And she couldn't defend. 2 turrets down for Chihuahua.
Great way to start for Chihuahua before the Drakes or the Rift Herald even comes in. They have 5 seconds on the clock for the Rift Herald. They have the package on Zunisha, but Chihuahua took down 2 mid lane turrets already. And that's enough for them to cement the advantage that they do have, at least on the members of Royal Ladies.
Oh, they're going for the Rift Herald, and I don't think Chihuahua has enough time.
Oh, that's too fast. I wasn't expecting him to get that fast though. But Drake, yeah, they can take this.
5 seconds on the clock. Shen is not there, but the ultimate is ready if ever they go for a fight. Now the Drake going to be started with Chihuahua immediately.
Okay, great call. But they start this Mountain Drake. It's ticking.
Yeah, we're looking at Amragi with the ultimate ready for the hero's entrance, and now it's going to be Camille going for the Hextech ultimatum, locked in onto the side of the hill with the hero's entrance, going for the CC chain. It's flawless, but Corky is exhausted over the hill. Now John Easy has to go back away. Chihuahua is just getting decimated, is erased from the
Wait,
face
what?
of the earth. Ken and Dan is already dead. And now with Rift Herald spawning mid lane, they're pushing through mid lane.
Ooh, they got the kills, and now they're gonna start it off. Great start for the team here. They got the referral in the mid lane. They might be able to answer back with another one in their favor. But with what happened with Lalago Infinity, that's just great. The way they started that out, because they weren't able to finish Janisha, they got punished. But now, hold to mid lane.
Yeah, the taunts onto Galio. Taunt back onto Shen, but
1 HP.
the damage is going to be perfect for Royal Ladies to take down Rogi.
That's a great one again for Royal Ladies. The way that they go for this, the way that they go for fights. It's interesting how they think about it, right? Because TSUAHAH does have a very linear way of going for fights. If they go for fights, they're gonna go in, pop the Hextech ultimatum, pop the Hero's entrance. What Royal Ladies did on those fights is that they separated the fight into two. And that is when the firepower of TSUAHAH wasn't enough already after that.
Yeah, especially when you have a Corki with a package that could split up a whole team fight in favor of Royal Ladies. And on top of all that, you also have Nasus and Senna. And Nasus with the AoE that could shred down the armor of TSUAHAH, they have to avoid that. So a lot of these disengages and tools and utilities to push down TSUAHAH into a disadvantage.
Yeah, even without any damage, I like that TSUAHAH is still going for fights here, because later on, the longer the game goes, the damage that they do have will dwindle down. Because remember, they have a lot of mid-game champions holding. The longer the game goes, the harder it is for them to deal damage. But now, bot side, they want to go for a fight again.
There's entrance as well, but not going to be enough. Too much of a
Challenge.
distance. John Easy, the counter engage from Royal Ladies is going to be phenomenal. Now with
they
Wild Girl
survived.
going to be forced away. And this is a really difficult time because
the
9605 receiving a lot of damage coming from Ashe.
Shen
But
is
then
dead.
you have Shen
No
in
way.
danger. John Easy is there to survive for long.
No way. It could have been 9605's stat, but because Shen went in for the Sand United in the taunt, she was the one who was sacrificed after that. But still a good win. TSUAHAH finding kills, finding wins all over the map. I like that they're looking at this way. They want to get the objectives, they want to go for fights, but they know that they have a deadline, and that's why they're always finding a 5v5 whenever a chance, or at least a pick-off whenever they can take that chance.
Especially with two Infinite Skating champions. It's Senna, it's Nasus. As the game goes longer and longer, those two champions will scale out of proportion. So
Yeah.
TSUAHAH just
Corki
has
is
to do
really scary
something
too.
in this state.
Corki is pretty scary. She has the Black Cleaver, she has the Storm Razor already, she's gonna be hitting like a truck. And also Armor Shred, couple that with a Spirit Fire too. That's just a lot of damage. If Senna hits anyone, she's gonna hit like a truck because of the Armor Shred that they do have on their team. And now, oh no, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow wasn't able to hit.
Yeah, it's really difficult for the Angel Arrow. So benefit of the doubt onto Ashe, onto Ken. For now, we're seeing just a very, very stale matchup at the moment. Everyone's just playing for the farm, not going for this huge risks so far.
This is interesting though. I'm really surprised that Shen could take a priority against a Camille on the bottom side of the map. Because yes, Hullbreaker is really hard to build right now. You need to get it on the third or fourth item right nowadays, and that's why Royal Ladies and even TSUAHAH with the Camille, that's why they're still equal at this point in the game.
Yeah, I like how TSUAHAH now going for a bit of an aggression there. Forces out Zanisha to use the Valkyrie to go back. Not gonna be that huge because the cooldown onto the Valkyrie is just really, really minute. So we'll see how this will turn out because right now TSUAHAH is playing for the Baron.
Ooh. Yeah, but Death Brush would be good if they get it.
Senna's ulti will gain that information though for Royal Ladies, so that brush will not be that
Look at that
great.
damage. What? Oh my, look at this fight.
Yeah, it's just Shen just slapping her wallet onto the face of John Easy. Right now,
man.
Rogi going in
He's gonna
though.
get killed.
It's a
Oh,
great
no.
response from her.
Because of that kill, that is now 4v5. Great start.
Yeah, and so going in. A huge Gargoyle Enchant is going to play a
Oh,
massive
man.
role for Royal Ladies. And now it's a package coming through to split up the team fight. Really, really huge. Disables TSUAHAH to go into the remaining members of Royal Ladies. And so far, it's only one kill
Yeah, we have said this for a long time now, Infinity. The longer, or rather, take down the Shen and they won't have to stand united. This is pretty big. They're going in for it.
Oh,
Oh, not a
it's
steal.
Chihuahua getting the Infernal Drake though, so 9605 jumping into the pit
Oh, the
will just get
damage.
decimated. So now the Story Ladies on a disadvantage. We might just go
Ooh.
into game 5.
Oh, Chihuahua, I like what I'm seeing from this team. They have been taking over the map like they have been taking it over, and the amount of priority that they do have is really great, especially that they took down Shen a while ago. That was pretty important point to get, because when the Shen is down, when you go to the Shen lane, take the Shen down, they won't have enough pressure at the side lanes, and that's what they did. Now the Baron is up and they don't have any teleports on their side, so Chihuahua could just go and risk taking this Baron, because even with the Stand United, if it's a 4v5, if they take down one, that is enough for them to get the win here.
Yeah. Right now, Cotton Candy.
Oh.
Ooh!
She flashed.
Uses up the misses. Uses up the flash.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They don't have any vision at the top side of the map anymore. So this is just going to be an easy take for Chihuahua if ever Roy Ladies won't be able to get the priority here. This is going to be bad. They're taking it. It's going to be pretty fast.
You have the Santa ulti though to gain vision. Now Nashos go for the face check, has this information.
Okay.
Chihuahua go for the turn, and now Yin is in front of this fight.
Oh,
it's going to
she's
be Ash
dead.
taking down 9605, so no junglers available for Roy Ladies. Hero's entrance to zone away the
Oh,
remaining
no, they're
members
dead.
of the opposing team. And now Zanisha is getting caught up by Den, going for the axe, getting that kill. And now Shen, the only one left standing for Roy Ladies to be alive to defend.
Okay. This is gonna be the end again. This is Chihuahua taking down Roy Ladies. They won't be able to come back from these 30 seconds of the clock, and they can take this down. They can take the Nexus down right now.
Yeah, absolutely would. But Shen is here to respond. Already on the base.
5v1.
Would the damage be enough though, as Chihuahua is just going to focus on Nexus.
Wow.
We're going to game 5!
Wow.
Silver Scrapes is ready for the grand finals here for FSL Waterford Open.
Oh man, we're on game 5, and that was such a great way to play for Chihuahua. They weren't 9605 went in for that fight on the Baron there, and because that Shen ult wasn't able to come through, Shen wasn't able to go through during that fight, that was enough for them to garner a 4v3, a 5v3 at that, and that was enough for them to win the whole fight. They baited the Baron, they turned around after they saw the fight, and even though, as we said a while ago, they won't have any damage in the late game, as long as the Elder Drake is not up, Roy Ladies won't be able to come back from the game.
Now the big question, is this going to be a reverse sweep right now for Chihuahua? Because so far these two prior games has been phenomenal from this team.
Great games from our teams. They have been winning all around the reverse sweep. This is where Chihuahua has the momentum in their favor now because of those two games a while ago that they have won. This is gonna be snowballing on their side, so they have a big advantage here. They just need to use the same thing. If something works, they can just make of use of it onto the next games, and that's what excites me for this game 5 that we have against both of these teams.
5 games! A while ago we were expecting match point already. There's a potential
Yeah.
for this to be the last game, but now we're here for game number 5.
Yeah.
Just right for the grand finals here for Waterford Open. It's just a very, very exciting moment here for Dash.
Yeah.
Vietnam region
like-
versus Philippine region.
Yeah, it's like we're back in the best of one though. Like what happened during the group stages for them, and that's exciting because they were able. This is like the sudden death already for them. Whoever makes a mistake, everything needs to be flawless. And the longer the game goes, as we said, Roy Ladies have the advantage there, and Chihuahua knew the answer. Just to get the early to mid, to get to the late game, and that would be enough for them to get the win. And that's what I like. Chihuahua, they have the second win. Like what I'm saying a while ago, they needed to get that right now.
So we'll see if Chihuahua can make a comeback from the comeback queens and make a reverse sweep. Later, we will find that out. But before then, we will take a short break. I'm Infinity, and this is Dash. Don't go away. It's game 5 after this. Welcome, everyone, to game number 5 of the grand finals here at FSL Waterford Open 3, presented by Intel and Yahoo. And Dash, 4 games of unexpected battles between these two teams of the best here at Waterford Open 3. Now, standing here for the final do or die.
Yeah, this is gonna be the last game of this series. We have said it a while ago. It's like a lot of match points already from both of our teams. But again, TSUAHAH did the impossible and now going for a reverse sweep against Royal Ladies, and they have found the formula. They need to just hold on to that secret formula and don't give it to Royal Ladies, because so far it has been working. They just need to make use of this formula for them to take the crown in their favor.
Yeah, and I don't know, Dash. You just said that we're gonna have a reverse sweep, so Caster's Curse?
Question mark, yeah.
Question
I
mark?
don't know. I don't
Let's
know.
see, let's see. But
Yeah.
it is the grand finals. It is the last one. And the question is, can TSUAHAH make this miracle run a reality for the grand finals, be enthroned the
Yeah.
queens of Wild Rift? And Dash, I am hyped. I am ready. And just prior to this series, prior to this game 5, we were listening to Silver Scrapes, iconic rendition by Mark.
Yeah,
Amazing stuff.
Q in the silver scrapes, everybody. But still, it's gonna be the game 5 is gonna be an iconic matchup too, and also historic here for FSL, because we're gonna be seeing two new, or rather a new queen or queens to be set up for the FSL Wild Rift Open Tree, sorry. And this is just gonna be it. I hope that there's gonna be a really long game, or at least an exciting one at that, full of action, full of action, full of stories that we're gonna be telling for the people right there watching these games.
Yeah, and just imagine, if Silver Scrapes is being played.
Mm-hmm.
Da-na-na, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I can't match up
Da-na-na.
the iconic one that Mark did from
Mhm.
that League of Legends tournament. Just amazing
That
stuff there. But
that takes confidence. That takes
yeah,
confidence. Whatever he did there, oh man,
do you have the confidence, Dash?
Right?
Do you have it?
I don't have the confidence
Well,
to do the same thing. I mean, that was a room full of that was a stage full of audience, and he did that.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that confidence as well, but I am confident in one thing, that we are
What?
now in the draft. The players are ready, the
Ooh.
teams are ready for the final game of FSL Wild Rift Open 3.
Yeah, and we're gonna be seeing what's gonna happen on this last matchup, last game. This is honestly, there's no more games after this. So this is, yes, the last game of this series. But still, we're gonna be seeing more. Yes, Karma gonna be up, ready, and not gonna be banned. Royal Ladies are gonna be taking it.
Yeah, and look at the huge respects onto the Rakan. Royal Ladies was punished by this a while ago, being played by Rogi, and now they ban it away. They don't want to play it against it. And now TSUAHAH is going to opt to go for the Galio in similar ways that they played up against Royal Ladies in Game 4.
Yeah, Rogi played the Scalia pretty well. She played it like an assassin, like how she plays the Rakan, like how she plays the Zed. And that just gave away a lot of opportunities for the team here. Remember, Camille is not up, so there's not a lot of combos, a lot of ways for them to make it easy to hit the hero's entrance, which is great. But would that be enough? Because Rogi, even without the Camille Hextech ultimatum, has been performing pretty well.
Yeah, and now expectedly TSUAHAH could also go for another support here. What they did a while ago was pick up Lulu in addition to a Camille as well. And Camille, however, is banned by Royal Ladies, so Olaf will be that left option open for TSUAHAH to pick up.
Yeah, they have been able to pick up this. And with this, the start of the game for them with the Olaf a while ago just gave them access for the back line. And Royal Ladies needs to answer back with something here. If ever they are going to be playing it safe, yes, the Shen is going to be open. The Shen is going to be taken again. I hope that they have another answer for this, because the Olaf and Galio are pretty destructive combos, but the chase is there. So yes, that might be the answer that they're looking for.
Yeah, and it's a different type of setup coming in from TSUAHAH right now. Like, Olaf is not similar to Camille, but the thing about Olaf is that the Ragnarok will let you pierce through to the front lines and get to the back lines for Galio to go for the ultimate. So that could still be a setup for TSUAHAH to take. And now they're picking up Lulu, similar to their Game 4.
Yeah, usually they go for a Jarvan or a J4 against the Olaf most of the time, but it's really not optimal to just use the Cataclysm just to shut down an Olaf, because the early game is still where Olaf thrives, and most of the time Olaf gets back easily onto the fight, and that's why it's really not ideal to have a Jarvan for, especially with the composition that Royal Ladies already have. They need a bit of damage a more damage on their hands if they want to win this.
Yeah, and we're looking at the bans right now. You're talking about damage. They're banning away the Corki. They're looking to ban away the Vayne. And if this comes through, I think it's a battle of the bans, battle of champion pool. Like, to what extent could your champion pool go? Because there are a lot of bot lane champions already banned away.
Yeah. They have a lot of champions to work with still. I mean, even on the ADC role, they even have the Corki. The Kai'Sa is still up if ever Yin is not going to ban it here. Because Ken played a lot of this ADCs pretty well. Her positioning is just so good, especially with the Lucian a while ago. But they can still go for the Morgana. Because it hasn't been banned, so TSUAHAH could go for that. Imagine an Olaf with a Ragnarok together with the spell shields. Man, that would be hard to deal with. But the Kai'Sa, yeah, that's also a great pick.
That's 4 respect bans onto the champions that TSUAHAH played from game 4. Ashe, Rakan, Camille, they picked up the Karma. And now with TSUAHAH banning away Corki, Lucian, and Ziggs, they're gonna pick up Kai'Sa. And now what's left for Royal Ladies?
Yeah, they have a lot of CC already for the side of TSUAHAH. They don't have a lot of options too. So this is gonna be a hard decision for them. If they have something on their side, yes, the Lee Sin is there. And would this be enough? Because they still need an ADC that could deal with this Kai'Sa.
Yeah, and it is the Lee Sin that is really famous, that is being used by 9605. It has failed in one game just a while back. We'll see if this can be that redeeming champion for Royal Ladies for game 5, with Set being that last pick.
Okay, so they don't have an ADC. Who's gonna be bot lane?
Jace, then Karma mid, then Set can support. Big brain.
Interesting.
Or Set could go mid as well.
Yeah. Honestly, what they want to go for here is probably go for the Shen on the top lane for sure. And just make sure that the bot lane is kept in check. The Jace and the Set could be the greatest thing here in Infinity. Because the Jace and the Set in the bot lane could be easy to deal with. But Karma's Set in the bot lane, they have a lot of movement speed. Would they have enough damage to finish off a Kai'Sa with the Lulu? I really doubt it.
Yeah. We'll see though. This is a really, really interesting thing that we're seeing at the moment. But expectedly, it could be a Jace bot lane with the Set and Karma into the mid, because that's the more or less traditional type of setup that we've seen so far when it comes to the specific role that these guys are playing. But on the other hand, TSUAHAH, Kai'Sa, Olaf, Lulu, Garen, Galio.
Yeah.
This draft is really sustainable.
Yeah. There's a lot of sustain, and couple that with the Garen too. They have enough CC with the Galio, and I think that's enough. With the move speed that the Lulu would give, man, this is just so big. TSUAHAH has a better draft compared to Roy Ladies, because remember, if they don't have any DPS, I don't really think that Jace is a big DPS champion, because yes, the Jace would have the damage in the early game, but it's only one burst of damage and not enough to sustain the whole fight. And Kai'Sa would be dealing damage the whole fight.
Yeah, and this is 2 queens now battling for the throne. We'll see who would take that out of this FSL Water of the Open Tree. It's the last game between Royal Ladies and it is TSUAHAH. I don't know what's going to happen here, Dash. I'm really, 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 really excited.
Yeah, this is such a challenge for Roy Ladies. If ever they make this, that's a miracle. They are gonna be winning this on a miracle. Because if they're losing damage. They don't have a lot of damage in their composition, so that's what they do. They want to disrupt the early game of TSUAHAH just for them to have the easier time here, just for them to get the early game. If they get the early game, that is where this is good. But the longer the game goes, Kai'Sa is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if she has already built up a lot of these items. Because Zanisha on the Jace will not be able to carry that late game. She would be really strong though in this early game with a lot of pokes, with a lot of skills. But with the wards there, look at the vision. They know that Lee Sin is going for the jungle invade.
Going for the invade, they have vision too. So after this, they can just take their red buff by themselves. But that just disrupted already the Olaf, and that is what they wanted to go for in the early game anyway. For the side of Roy Ladies, they want to disrupt the early game. They just wait for the Karma. Cotton Candy left alone into the bot lane. Yes, she's soaking a lot of XP, but this is just gonna be an easy take for them for the red buff.
Yeah, the counter jungle
Oh,
invade will be very important because the red buff is really a buff that you have to have as a jungler because it gives you a lot of these damage when it comes to early game, especially at level 1, at level 2. So those things are really important. And as of yet,
Yeah.
you're seeing a full topside clear that Lee Sin is doing with the jungler invade. So really, really good stuff there. But no blue buff.
They just disrupted the early game anyway, and that's the mission here for Roy Ladies. But Chihuahua found the answer, and that's what's important here. If ever they start this again, at least both of them are not going to be level 5, and that's what they wanted to go for here for the side of Chihuahua, and it's looking great. Look at this. This is going to be a really fast game, Infinity. They are going to be going fights for fights because they have an Olaf, they have a Lee Sin.
Ooh, you think this is going to be a fast game, huh? And
Action
so
packed
far,
game
the
for sure.
caster's curse has been up and high for this grand final. So we'll see. We'll see if we can reach that mark of a fast game.
9605.
Ooh,
Oh,
Sonic
no!
Wave though. Oh no! The Ignite was phenomenal. That was a perfect timing from Garen, and Lee Sin just jumped in onto her death.
Oh no, she wasn't able to finish it. If she was able to finish it, it's okay even if she died because she gets the first blood anyway, which is a great advantage. But because of that, she just got punished, and now she's a bit late compared to the Olaf. Because remember, Olaf has a lot of wave clear, and this just gave a head start for the Olaf.
Yeah, it's just an over-aggression coming in from Lee Sin, which shouldn't be happening, especially at this stage of the game. It's game 5 already, and yes, it's worth it, but Garen was already under the tier 2 turret.
Try to take the risk, which is at least a bit okay. You need to take some risk at this best of 5s, in where you need to at least get a kill if you can. If you get any advantage, that would be good. But they lost that, and on game 5s, you want perfection. That's not what's happening here.
Definitely not a perfection so far. TSUAHAH already get a first blood with a 1k gold lead, and you a while ago talked about the differences when it comes to farming from a Olaf onto a Lee Sin, and right now it's showing. It's already a 200 gold lead for an Olaf, and now going into a red buff, Lee Sin doesn't have anything.
Remember, the Motion Justice is up. The top side fight. Want to go for it more.
Not gonna pull through though. Yin is ready to respond in top lane. Going for the responses, and this is what we're looking for.
Ooh,
However,
Rogi.
Rogi is in danger. The taunt is there though, with
the
the Justice
damage!
Punch. Anisha, Stand United is going to just save her life.
Okay. Great thing that she was there. The heal and Ayabi, the flash was also popped. But this is good timing for the next objective. But Zunisha also doesn't have the flash of her own. So that is just good traits. It's basically a 2 for 2 when it comes to spells.
Yeah, some even level playing field when it comes to that aspect. Although, we'll see how that would affect, because the Infernal Drake will be the first dragon in this game. And that will be really, really huge for both these teams.
Yeah, pretty important for them to start up. They need to get the wave state in their favor. Remember, Stand United is not up until later on, so they need to buy some time on the side of Roy Ladies before they start any fights in their side. Pretty 9605. Also take the risk here. She doesn't have an item.
To take down for a Tower First Blood.
Great start. Now with this, they want to take the first blood tower. 6 minutes on the clock. The plates are down, so it would be easier for them to take down these turrets in their favor. But looking at Roy Ladies, they want to take the risk of taking the fight here against Johnny Easy.
9605 has her ultimate,
Oh
has
no,
the flash.
it has been seen.
She could go in. Now there you go, 9605. The silence is going to be phenomenal from Garen. Disabling the potential for
Justice.
9605 to even do something.
It's hard about the
Rogi.
Garen. They want to go for more.
Coming into the fray, Set going in for the ultimate as well to just hinder TSUAHAH. So at the cost of her life, it's Yin going down.
Yeah, they got the kill. Like what I'm seeing from Chihuahua, the confidence is there. They're using their momentum in their favor, and that's why they're trying to take down the tower top side.
Yeah, and now with a taunt coming in from Rogi as well. She's pinned down. Chance just gonna get melted.
Great. Great melt, great scrape right here from the side of Chihuahua, but now the tower in the bot lane been taken down. Roy Ladies always finds an answer somewhere around the map, but Chihuahua, they're happy to take those kills.
Rift Herald spawned in mid lane. They're looking to punish this tier 1 turret mid. If they do take it down, it's map control in their favor. But we'll see how they can do it. It's Lulu and Kaisa just defending that place, that location, that mid center point of this game 5. And it looks like it's not going to be taken down. Still standing.
Yeah, still, it wasn't on 2k HP before they started to put down the Rift Herald, and that's why it was still surviving. Remember, they don't really have a lot of ranged dealers, so that's why it's not going to be easy for them to siege a tower down in the mid lane.
Yeah. And right now, we're seeing a hull breaker onto Zenisha. And a while ago, we were talking about the hull breaker being nerfed, specifically onto ranged champions. So I think what Royal Ladies wants to do is just go for some split push if ever have potential to even punish TSUAHAH, because a while ago, Chihuahua is just consistently just going for pickoffs.
Yeah, they got it. Got the pickoffs and still want to take down the tower in the mid lane. Go for a
Here's
fight.
entrance coming through, going for the quick response. Now there, Justice Punch. Thought's not going to connect from Rogi, but they're still continuing the fight. But Den is already very low. Ken is half HP. So they have to back away, and while they're at it, it's Garen taking a turret top lane.
Tower in top lane taken down. Have some damage already, coupled that with the tower take down the top side. So that's really great. Now we're still in equal sides, and the towers are still equal too. Royal Ladies are been taking down towers from left and right, and that's really great. Chihuahua was able to answer with one, but Infernal Drake is on their side, so we're pretty much equal at this point.
Oh, she's diving under the turret. She wants to take it down, but Lee Sin instead. You're very low. That's turret damage. So that's a turret traded for her life. 9605 down.
He took the towers, and still, even though she doesn't have a lot of kills, she still has a lot of gold. But mid lane, Transcendent Embrace.
Karma going in for the knockback. Yen is very low. The Motion Justice will secure the kill. Nice finishing blow. Then onto the sidelines though, we'll be able to see down Shen. Not gonna pull through.
Yeah, they're not gonna continue the fight, but the bot lane though, Hull Breaker, remember Zenisha does have a lot of damage though. She's gonna be taking this tower down.
Oh yeah, he's there. It's a 2v1.
Oh
John
no,
Easy
John
into
Easy
the flank. Going through, but Zenisha is just trying to get the kill because she knows she cannot go past these 3 members for Chihuahua.
Yeah, Repelled timing, 26 seconds on the clock before Zenisha comes out too. So this is a good time for Chihuahua to capitalize and use the Repelled in their side and take the Drake together with it. They have an advantage when it comes to positioning, so they have the time to take this.
Definitely would be. Rift Herald already up. And Chihuahua might just get the priority. Immediately going for the Rift Herald.
Yeah, you want to go for the Repelled. Even 9605 wants to get it. So
Trying to
they
play
are
on Kaisa.
gonna try and risk it. Zenisha gonna go in.
Yeah, they're still waiting for each other. The Eye of the Herald, if you hit it, that's 1k damage in. Now they're going for the smite.
Oh, they stole it!
It's Roy Lady. He's gonna take it down. Here's entrance though, coming through. No knock-up's going to be there with the wild growth onto John Easy. They're able to get the kill onto Shen and onto Set. Now double flash coming over the wall for Roy Ladies. They have to go back away, but now it's Ken just going to the backside. Cotton Candy is left standing with 1 HP.
Ooh, that is bloody. Chihuahua, even though they didn't get the refill, they got it stolen. It's okay. Because they got a lot of kills out of it, they now still have the 2k gold advantage, and the Ocean Drake is going to go in their favor. So that just win, couple that with another win, that's just 2 layers of wins for Chihuahua.
Yeah, and now the Ocean Drake as well.
They can steal it!
But Lee Sin, nope! That's not going to be the steal. Chihuahua going to secure the Ocean Drake. And now with Lee Sin's life sacrifice, that's 30 seconds. No jungle for Roy.
Would have been a great time for 9605, because if she was able to get that timing right, she was able to get the Infernal Drake. Could have been a steal, but good try for 9605. Chihuahua still has the advantage, 3k gold lead, 2 towers down, and this is still big. This is still a big gold lead for Chihuahua, so they just need to hold on to it.
Yeah. Now we're at the state of the game we're in. Pretty much, it's just a control on the lanes. Control on the objectives, have visions towards the map, because if you don't, leave you vulnerable into flanks, into pickoffs, into attacks. So we'll see how both these teams will be playing this out, because right now it's already a 3k gold lead for Chihuahua.
Big gold advantage for Chihuahua. Have 2 items already. Even a Rabbidan's Death Cup onto Rogi, so she's just gonna be dealing like a truck with a hero's entrance if she ever has it. She has it right now, so if ever they take the Baron, or at least go for it. They have Ken anyway. That could be a good risk here.
Oh, here's a death rush immediately right after they drop on the ward. Not following up. Rogi
There's the
just
Baron
gets
call.
the taunt. It's 2-man down immediately. Where did they go?
Yeah, that's just so fast. That's a good kill for the side of Chihuahua. And now they can take the Baron. As we said, they still have 9605. She can still potentially steal this, but she's in the bottom lane, so she's not going to get it.
Tran again, ready to go for the contest, just having information there. But Galio with a 1v1 against Lee Sin. With a taunt, Lee Sin just have to go back. And now, that's a Baron secured by Chua.
Baron with kills, that's big. Chihuahua getting disadvantages again. I'm liking what I'm seeing from this team. That's 5k goldie. That's very big at this point in the game. And they have the gold advantage. They need to be careful. They need to be wary on how much kills they are giving Ken. If she gets into 3 items, that is cursed waters already. They need a lot of effort to be able to pass through there.
To what effort could they do though? Right
Not
now,
having the damage anymore. This is gonna be hard.
yeah, especially with Lee Sin, because Lee Sin is a champion that's really strong in the early game, but will diminish soon after in mid game, late game. She will just become a kick bot right after, so it's going to be really hard. But now, Joa gets a tier 2 turret mid lane. They're really pressuring in mid and bot.
Yeah, this is what we said about the composition, right? They don't have an ADC, so they don't have potential DPS, and the damage that they do have would be only on the early to mid game. But now, we're closing into the late game, and they're losing the damage that they need to take down Chihuahua.
Yeah, and that is the reason why we talked about a while ago how Chua was just playing on the grab, punishing onto a lot of these ADC marksmen. Now Royal Ladies have to pay the price.
They are paying the price right now, Infinity, because of this wrap, 7k gold lead onto the board, and we have 5 towers down, so this is just going to be a push into the mid lane.
Now will definitely be polymorphed onto Yin. That's going to be great. Now it's Karma. No ulti will be available in the next couple of seconds. Chua. They're just steadily waiting. They're utilizing the Baron Nashor and not taking huge risks.
Yeah, they have a lot of wave clear, and that's what they were using. That's why they risked to take the Transcendent Embrace, because they needed that wave clear. Now, mid lane.
They're going to push in. Inhibitor is already down. Chua will be able to take that. Now it's Royal Ladies having to think about like what do they need to do to make this happen for them. It's game 5. They're already at the 7k gold deficit.
Okay, remember? We had the same game against Grind Sky Ares for Royal Ladies. They have this big deficit. They have lost a lot of their towers, but they were still able to pull through as long as the Elder J comes in. But it doesn't really look like it on this composition, because remember, as we said a while ago, they don't have enough damage for the late game. And we're looking into that. We're already on the late game. We have 3 items on the Kaisa already.
Yeah, it's Lee Sin that we need to look at coming in from Royal Ladies, because that will be the
Gold is funneled on him.
Yeah.
Her, I mean. Sorry.
that will be the factor of winning for Royal Ladies. But so far, as we talked about a while ago, Lee Sin is not really the greatest champion when it comes to the late game.
Yeah, just so 5. All hands on her, because she's the only damage potential that they do have.
Ooh, the taunt's not gonna connect. It's now Chihuahua. Will be able to spot on 9605. Killer Instinct will be available, but will not be used. Really, really risky. As Mountain Dragon going to be alive now. If Chihuahua takes it, it's 12% damage from the Infernal Grave.
And also the resistances. We should really look at the resistances that they have. Remember, they have a Garen and a Galio. They're very tanky, and Olaf too. So that's a lot of tanky members getting more sustain, getting more damage. This is pretty hard. Royal Ladies needs a miracle. We said a while ago that they're magicians. Now they need to make use of that arcane magic so that they would be able to win this game.
Ask help from Jace. Jace knows all about it. Rely on her or him, rather. Be able to get that power. Hextech, yeah. We'll see. If Royal Ladies will be able to take that arcane magic and use it up against Chihuahua, because right now it's looking like a huge impossibility for them to do it.
Big big effort. It's a tall order for Royal Ladies to be winning this. Because it's just going to be hard games for hard games. Now the Barons on their sights. TSUAHAH just needs to take this on their hands.
It is 605, playing very, very safe here, not going through for a very risky play. Even if Sonic Wave connects onto Ken. In the same manner, TSUAHAH is playing very safe as well. Peeling for Ken, because if you're looking at the items, it is Rogi, it is Ken who's going to deal that damage.
Yeah, they're not dealing enough damage even against Rogi, who doesn't have a lot of armor. So that just says a lot about in what state they are in right now. Even without the TP on the Garen, John Easy doesn't even need it, because if she is just left alone in the bot lane, she can just push it.
This could be a bait, Roy Ladies. If you bite it, TSUAHAH could just go and turn. This is what we're talking about now. John Easy
Look at what John Easy is doing.
will just push through. Yin already in danger as TSUAHAH goes going in to catch up. Cotton Candy. Where's the HP gone?
Tower's gonna fall bot lane.
Not exactly.
He's gonna take it.
Baron Nashor will be secured by TSUAHAH. That's quick, that's fast, and now with Garen onto the bottom lane, the Nexus is vulnerable. They have to go back and defend.
This might be the reverse sweep. They got the Baron on their side, so they need to be careful in how they look at this fight. Because like this, they want to end this. TSUAHAH wants to go for it.
From a 2-game deficit a while ago, they made a comeback. It's time for TSUAHAH. It's time for them to make a play. They came back. They reverse swept, and they're the queens of Wild Rift Open 3.
Wow, that's a great start and end for the Wild Rift Open 3. TSUAHAH just went and win from a 2-game deficit, and they got this on a 3-2. What a great reverse sweep from the team here. As we said a while ago, Infinity, they found the secret formula and they just held on to it. They didn't give any chances for Royal Ladies to come back.
The mental fortitude is insane. 2 games of losing. A victory away from the championship title for Roy Ladies, but TSUAHAH played exactly like what they have to do. Patience. They have to be looking forward onto those pickoffs. They never gave up, and now they won the whole series. The grand finals, Dash.
Wow. Such a great win from TSUAHAH. The way they started this series, I mean, they lost to 0. That just hit their mental, but because of their fortitude, as you said, Infinity, that is the reason they were able to stay and hold strong until the end. And such a great performance from TSUAHAH. And the secret formula, Elder Drake. As long as the Elder Drake is not up, they're gonna win against Roy Ladies.
Oh yeah, those past 3 games we haven't seen the Elder Drake, and
yeah,
I guess
right.
I guess that's a secret. Maybe a secret.
It's not a secret anymore because we know it. So.
Open secret. Open secret.
Yep.
That could be it. But
sure.
Just amazing stuff here for the grand finals for FSL Wild Rift Open 3. And a huge shout outs to our sponsors and partners, Intel and Yahoo, for making this whole thing possible. So thank you very much for supporting this tournament. And of course, for the teams and the players, congratulations onto TSUAHAH being the champions of this tournament. For the viewers, thank you very much for watching. Now, Dash, anything that you want to say before we end the stream?
Yeah, very honored to be here on the FSL Wild Rift Open 3. It's such a great scene that we've seen. Great Wild Rift onto Wild Rift patch 3.3. I'm really excited. Honestly, I was so excited to see what's going to happen in 3.3 and what people are going to use. And the Gargoyle enchant really stayed on my mind. But TSUAHAH was able to answer back against the Gargoyle enchant that Royal Ladies have been using since their fight against Grind Sky Ares. And yeah, that's my last message. I hope that we see a lot more from the FSL. I really am excited to how this is gonna develop. All of our female players, they're so good at the game. I love this opportunity that I had here for FSL.
Absolutely, I echo your thoughts there. Patch 3.3, I think this is one of the first tournaments that we had on this patch, and it's such an amazing sight to see how these teams adapted onto the patch, how these items, new mechanics has been played out. But that is the grand finals already concluding here for this tournament. I'm Infinity, and this is Dash with me, your casters for FSL Wild Rift Open 3. Thank you very much, everyone, and stay tuned for the next one.